can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's up and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to today's live stream. What's up, guys? How are y'all doing today? Shout out to those of you who showed up early for this game. We've got Wade Tuckness in the house, Rhonda in the house, and Bruce Wayne in the house right off the bat. What's up, guys? Thanks for being first. Big shout out to Gray59. Welcome to First Downs, my boy. Let's go, bro. Okay, appreciate you, bro. We got P Styles in the house. Country Kisses, CMC later. Of course, Mr. Robert Zamora. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Great to have you guys here. Rock and roll. We got the Italian Santa Claus in the house. Susan, what's going on? Maria in the house. Kaiser in the house. What's up, guys? Cheers to y'all. Appreciate y'all freaking being here. Dirty Bird in the house, says Gerald Harrell. What's up, Gerald? Rock and roll, man. Great to be live again, guys. We've got the Dallas Cowboys versus the Atlanta Falcons today. The closeout game for the preseason, and both of these teams are 0-2. So one of these teams will walk away more likely than not with a win, and another one with a loss. Here is hoping that my Dallas Cowboys get the win today. Dallas Cowboys favored in this one, not by much, but they are favored in this one by 2.5. Stats are scrolling by at the bottom of the screen for you guys. Owl on the Prowl saying, what up, my brother? What up, Owl on the Prowl? How are you guys doing today? Like, honestly, straight up, happy, Friday? Happy Friday. It's Friday night. Tomorrow is Saturday, and then we have no more football, at least no more NFL, until Thursday, September 4th, and we will see the Dallas Cowboys in that game. Again, that will be the Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 1. Brandy, what's going on? Cheers to you, Brandy. Salute. Coffee today? We got coffee in here. We got water over here. We're chilling. It's going to be a good one, guys. I feel comfortable. It's the Dallas Cowboys. We feel good about this one. Feeling good this evening, Mario? Feeling good, says the Italian Santa Claus. Me too, brother. Me too. All right, guys, let's start our pregame warm-up, our pregame analysis here by taking a look at the Atlanta Falcons. We're actually going to gloss over their schedule for now. Interestingly enough, they do have an early bye week, but we'll get to that here in a moment. I want to talk about this Atlanta Falcons team and what I see can potentially happen with Atlanta. I'm thinking that one of the videos I need to be doing here is actually, you guys know that I said every team this offseason can make the playoffs. I literally made a hype video for every single NFL team saying that they could make the playoffs. Fact of the matter is, they won't all make the playoffs. And I think the Atlanta Falcons have a real shot of actually making the playoffs, but it's going to come down to how much they've fallen without Grady Jarrett on one side defensively. A few changes there on the defensive side of the football. We'll get there in a moment. Offensively, guys, this team had a whirlwind situation last season. We saw what happened. Kirk Cousins couldn't perform, so Kirk Cousins was benched for Michael Penix Jr. He did not have a terrible end of the season. Actually, he had a pretty solid end of the season for the Atlanta Falcons, but ultimately they were on the outside looking in. We know that Bijan Robinson right now for fantasy football is a top 3 fantasy football pick right here and is probably one of the best, if not the best. Arguably, I don't know, I can't say that he's the best running back in the NFL. I can't say that he's the best fantasy football running back. Very different things. Very different things. But Bijan Robinson, he can catch, he can run. This offense will be running mostly through these two guys, but in case you haven't heard, there is a man named Drake London on the offensive side of the football there as well. And they've got some other options in Darnell Mooney, and the list goes on and on with Kyle Pitts, et cetera, et cetera. All of those guys can ball out. Let's see if they can figure it out schematically and see if these numbers could improve. I do like this Atlanta Falcons offense. Their defense is what has me worried, but they are currently ranked right here at 24th I think they can finish somewhere inside the top 20, maybe even inside the top 15 and make that playoff berth this year. Defensively, guys, this team, maybe not so much. The game starts here at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Rev P. I see you out there, Jackie M, saying, hey. What is up, Jackie? Welcome. Appreciate you. We got Maria La Chica still here with us. Old School and Potato Supremacy. What up? JJ Sword. David Del Prince checked in. He says, let's go Atlanta Falcons. I hope they deliver me a victory tonight. JJ Sword saying, good choice over on tie over chain, says JJ Sword. Wanted to make sure that the tie sticks around. You know, I'm glad someone brought it up. I'm glad someone took a notice over the Dallas Cowboys situation and when I doesn't matter. Anyways, shout out to Sherry Lattimore in the house and living like Larry saying, I'm 4 for 4 to take the Falcons tonight. You're taking the Falcons tonight? Good evening to you, Sherry. Thank you for checking in. Juan Rodriguez dice, let's effing go. Shout out for mi gente. What's up, man? Appreciate you, Juan. Okay, guys. Defensively, let's pivot back into the actual analysis here. This team does come into the 2025 season ranked 24th overall. Now, that doesn't mean they're the 24th ranked offense. That just means overall, according to the NFL Network, they rank number 24. Now, points per game allowed, they were 23rd defensively in points per game allowed, giving up 25 points per game, just under. Yards per game allowed, they came in 22nd in the NFL, 345 yards per game allowed. And then, of course, they were bottom of the table here in third down efficiency and red zone efficiency. So defensively, they'll have to clean this up. Let's take a quick look at who the starters will be. Not for tonight, but for this season as listed on ESPN, starting with the quarterback, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Penix Jr. And I've got a breakdown between Michael Penix Jr. and Dak Prescott. Obviously, both of them played half a season-ish. But Michael Penix Jr. did have 775 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. His QBR was just 51 in the time that he played. So this will be the first real season, the first real year that we will see Michael Penix Jr. come out here and try to perform in the NFL. Should something happen to Michael Penix Jr., or should he, let's say, underperforms, Kirk Cousins is still here, and Easton Stick is also going to be out there as well. Ben DiNucci going to be the number 4 spot. We'll probably see Easton Stick as the starting quarterback today, with Ben DiNucci checking in after him. I think that's what we'll probably see today here. Now, Bijan Robinson, not going to be the starting running back for today's game, but he will be the starting running back for this Atlanta Falcons team. And Bijan last season, guys, was an absolute dog. 304 carries. That was 4th in the NFL. He had 1,456 rushing yards and 14 touchdowns. That does not include his receiving yards as well. Bijan Robinson, an animal, guys. Almost 1,500 rushing yards. Let's just take a look at the receiving yards. You can add an additional 431 plus a receiving touchdown in that season. So, yeah, pretty good year for Bijan Robinson, if I do say so myself. Okay, top pass catchers for this team. Top pass catchers for this team, you're going to have Drake London on one side, Darnell Mooney on the other, and Ray McLeod as your wide receiver number 3. Kyle Pitts going to be the tight end for this unit. Of course, highest drafted tight end in NFL history, and we've seen very little for that pick. Kind of goes to show that even in real-world drafting, you never really want to draft a tight end in round 1. Don't take Travis Kelce too early. Okay, guys, starting from the left side to the right side, left tackle going to be Jake Matthews. Left guard going to be Matthew Bergeron. At center, Ryan Newsill. We're going to have Chris Lindstrom at right guard, and your offensive tackle on the right side there is going to be Caleb McGarry. That's not going to be the starting lineup for this matchup. That's just what the offense will look like in 2025. Okay. All right, so that's that. I drafted Pitts in one of my fantasy leagues earlier today. I hope you did not reach for him, Italian Santa Claus. Kyle Pitts can be a great fantasy tight end, but that's one of those tight ends that you take in like round 12, bro. I would not be reaching for Kyle Pitts. Shout out to 37K. I see you out there, Owl on the Prowl. We got Kuru Kangaroo. Kuru Kangaroo checks in, says only days before September 4th, the game going forth as the Cowboys round up. What up, Kuru Kangaroo? We got Donzel in the house saying, yo, Mario, what's up? What up, Donzel? Thanks for checking in, homie. Appreciate you, Donzel Music. Who else is out here in the chat? We've got Gary checking in. Congrats on 37K. Let's effing go. Let's effing go, bro. 37,000. Check. The next benchmark for this channel, we're going to try to get to 40 ASAP. If we can get to 40, we can get to 50, etc., etc. We need 3,000 more. Let's see how quickly we can get there. Shout out to Steven Sandoval saying, my dad, Manuel Sandoval, is a longtime Cowboys fan. Stay blessed and keep up the good work. Cheers to you, Stephen, Mr. Sandoval. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Road to 40K, says Donzel. Old School saying 50K. Shout out to Robert, giving the shout-outs to everyone else in the chat room. Thank you, Robert, for keeping up the good work, my friend. Okay, guys, we just talked about the offense here. I'm in the championship, says Naya. Hell yeah. Good job, Naya. Good job, Naya. Let's take a look at the Falcons' defense here, guys. Starting on the left side. Zach Harrison going to be your left defensive end. Difference here, no more Grady Jarrett, so that's going to be an interesting defensive line. We are going to have Rook Orohoro, I believe. I don't know, guys. That one, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, next to him, we will have David Onyemata. We can handle that one. We'll have Leonard Floyd as your weak side linebacker, Caden Ellis as your middle left side linebacker. I have him listed in here twice, and that's just not right. On the right side will be Divine Diablo. Looks like he needs to go out and grab some more sun. We're going to have Arnold Ebiketie in the strong side linebacker position. Okay, your two corners for today, guys. Left corner, A.J. Terrell. Right corner, you're going to have Mike Hughes. You're going to have Jesse Bates, the third, on that side. And on the other side, you will have Jordan Fuller. So that's going to make up your lineup here for this Falcons defense. Now, if you don't know who Jesse Bates is, you better recognize one of the better players in the NFL for sure defensively. Should be a decent offensive line, says Owl on the Prowl. And we got Robert saying, way to get it done and congrats at Naya. Okay, guys. So we talked about the defense briefly. Bit of a landmine there for me. We already talked about this number statistically here. What we want to talk about here really quick before we move on to our Dallas Cowboys is the schedule here up front for this Atlanta Falcons team. So, Atlanta Falcons, ladies and gentlemen, week 1. That is Sunday, guys. Sunday, week 1, they will be hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They've got a midday slot. We will not be covering that particular matchup. If we look at week 2, you've got the Atlanta Falcons at Minnesota. That game, okay, so if we look at this one right out the gate for week 1, that's a divisional matchup. And this is the team that they have to beat this year. The Falcons, if they're going to get off on the right foot, they got to get off on this foot right here. If the Falcons want a shot at making the playoffs, I truly believe that at home they will need to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But I have a lot of shares of Baker Mayfield, and a part of me hopes that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers do beat the Atlanta Falcons in week 1, if only for the Baker Mayfield. I need him downfield with Mike Evans, and I've got a lot of Tampa Bay Buccaneers on my fantasy team. So I'm low-key rooting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this one. But that's the key to the Falcons having a good season, is opening up strong in week 1. In week 2, guys, it will be the Falcons at Vikings. We don't know what to expect with the Minnesota Vikings with J.J. McCarthy. He could be more than advertised. He could be less than advertised. We'll see how that happens. It will be home field advantage for the Minnesota Vikings, and it will be a primetime game as well on the 14th. Then we move on to the 21st. This is week 3. We don't know what to expect out of weeks 1 and 2, but in week 3, it will be Falcons at Panthers. We're going to find out pretty quick here if the Carolina Panthers are – we're going to find out pretty quick if the Carolina Panthers really have what – the pieces that were missing after dumping off DJ Moore and dumping off Christian McCaffrey. They need to fix those spots. Chuba Hubbard is no Christian McCaffrey, but Chuba Hubbard can move the sticks. And, of course, with Ted McMillan there for the Carolina Panthers, the Falcons going to have possibly another tough matchup again, another divisional one there. And then we look at week 4, and you've got another playoff team. So they're playing the first 4 weeks, and 3 out of 4 teams are against last year's playoff teams. After that, guys, they've got a bye week. So it is tough for the Atlanta Falcons just right out the gate. It's going to be a thing. Ain't they all lying, says GM98. What's up, GM98? Who else out here? Quote me now that starting quarterback on the Falcons will put up points. We're talking Michael Penix Jr. He says, book it. What up, Marty? Spike D saying, where's the chain? Where's the chain? I got the chain right here. We got the chain close by always, my friend. We are not shy about the chain. I just wanted to make sure that we kept it clean today. Something, I wore the blue tie, right? So if anyone asks, but I got the chain close by. If we have a good moment, I'll flex the chain. What's up, Courtney? Thank you for checking in. Appreciate you. Let's move on to the home team, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start by taking a look at some of these numbers. Now, Dak Prescott did not play the entirety of last season. He played, 9 games? Anyways, in that time, the Dallas Cowboys actually weren't doing so hot to begin with. I think Dak Prescott this year is going to absolutely eat. He has George Pickens now. The Dallas Cowboys have 2 top wide receivers. Do you have any idea how open anyone is going to be at all times with the addition of George Pickens? I think the Dallas Cowboys are in for a very solid year. Obviously, the defensive side of things could be very questionable with this whole Micah Parsons, I don't want to play for Dallas, I do want to play for Dallas kind of situation. Jen is asked me the question saying, is Michael Penix Jr. playing today? I don't believe so, Jen, but I will let you know if I see him out there. We got Gat X-Boy, what up, homie, saying, what's up, Falcons family? The new era is here. The Atlanta Falcons will rise in 2025 and beyond. GATX boy, I see you out there. We got Mongo3377 saying, hello, what up, Mongo? Cheers to you, Manuel Torres. What's going on, man? Appreciate you. Welcome back, sir, and shout out to Kangaroo. Kuru Kangaroo, welcome to First Down, homie. Welcome to First Down, my friend. Cowboys have a real chance this year for sure, says Courtney. Kuru, welcome, Kuru. It's Georgia, Texas boy. Thanks, Georgia, Texas boy. Appreciate that. That could be misconstrued in many, many different ways, but Georgia, Texas will take you. Just the GT. We'll just call you GT, bro. Appreciate it. Dak Pickens, Lamb, that's a force. I'm telling you. And they're saying, right, there are whispers around camp that Jadon Blue could overtake Miles Sanders for that number 2 spot and could maybe eventually just even outright take the number 1 running role here in Dallas. I was hoping that the Dallas Cowboys would go out and maybe go look for Breece Hall, for instance, who is supposedly or reportedly on the trading block. Breece Hall from the New York Jets, we know what he could be. That would open things up for Braylon Allen up in New York. Let's see. We got Kuru Kangaroo with the $2 super chat. He says, last year was M-Hep not so new. Last year was M-Hep not so new. Who is M-Hep? M-Hep. Milton, question mark, says Owl on the Prowl. Oh, bro, don't get me started on Milton. Milton will probably be the starting quarterback today. The Lord knows the man needs his snaps because he has not looked good these past 2 weeks. He has no touch on any of his throws. Everything that leaves his hands is just straight heat, straight fire, hard. I mean, everyone likes – I talked about it last time. Everybody likes a quarterback who can throw the football and get it there. But, bro, give me a chance to catch it, dude. You don't got to quick scope me when I'm 5 yards out, 4 yards out. Anyways, that's just my thoughts there. The backup quarterback situation for our Dallas Cowboys – little tough here, guys. But offensively, they ranked 21st in the NFL last year. They were 17th in yards per game offensively. They were 26th in yards per play, so they were averaging about 5 yards per play. Third down efficiency, 36.8%, and red zone efficiency, bottom of the barrel, guys. Second to last, the Dallas Cowboys struggled to score in the red zone. Defensively, it was straight up bad, bro. Defensively for us, for the Dallas Cowboys, it was straight up bad. Points per game, y'all. The Dallas Cowboys gave up 31st most, so that's what? I guess that would be second most points per game. 27.5 points per game allowed ranked 31st best, I would say, in the NFL. Yards per game, 28th. They rank 28th in yards per game allowed, yards per play allowed, bottom of the barrel there, giving up a ton of yards. And in the red zone, they were the worst team in the National Football League, giving up a success rate to opposing offenses, allowing them to score at 75% success rate. If Micah Parsons is gone, this is just change this to 100%. Like, it's going to be a problem, y'all. It's going to be a problem. I'm hoping that the Dallas Cowboys can figure out that Micah Parsons situation. They're already talking about a split maybe down the road. I think a split might be coming sooner than expected. We'll see what happens here. Anyways, okay, guys. Shout out to Simon Plummer. Shout out to GM98. Shout out to Manuel Torres. Shout out to Georgia, Texas. Boy, what up, man? Okay, our Dallas Cowboys offense right now, this is what it looks like. We do have Dak Prescott slinging the football. Last year, guys, he did not. Last year, Dak Prescott did not have an amazing season. Obviously, he tore his hamstring from the leg. He actually had 1,978 passing yards. So check this out, despite the fact that he missed half the season, despite the fact that he missed 8 games, despite the fact that Dak Prescott still missed 8 games, Dak still finished inside the top 32 quarterbacks in passing yards. That's just a fact. He ranked 31st in the NFL despite missing all that time. Now, add in the rest of the season and add in a man named George Pickens on top of the CeeDee Lamb combo, this is going to be a pretty solid team. We know Jake Ferguson can ball out, and we also know that Jalen Tolbert is a decent wide receiver 3 here as well. He kind of reminds me, he'll be the slot receiver. He'll be the Cole Beasley of back in the day. Remember Cole Beasley? That's what I'm talking about. That's the man. We'll see Jalen Tolbert in there in the slot a lot this year. Tyler Guyton, Tyler Smith on the left side here. You're going to have Cooper Beebe. You're going to have Booker and Terrence Steele out there on your offensive line for the Dallas Cowboys. I kind of glossed over the running back situation for our Dallas Cowboys. Appreciate those gifted memberships, Kuru Kangaroo. Thank you very much. Keely, appreciate you. Thank you for checking in. Okay, so running back situation right now. According to ESPN, we've got Javonte Williams. He was picked up by the Denver Broncos, and the Denver Broncos didn't want him after not even that long of a time, and now Jalen Williams is here with the Dallas Cowboys. Behind him is Miles Sanders, and everyone who was a Philadelphia Eagles fan says good luck with that man. The man was dust when he left here, and then he played a little bit in Carolina. Now he's the running back number 2 here for the Dallas Cowboys. But there's a rookie by the name of Jadon Blue. Now, if you don't know Jadon Blue, he was drafted out of Texas, so he's already a Texas cat here. Drafted out of Texas, young rookie, 21 years old, with a lot of speed. And we covered some Texas games this year. We covered some University of Texas games, and we saw Jadon Blue. He's a pretty solid piece. Can he be a running back number 1? I don't know, but he's definitely on par, and they're saying that Jadon Blue could be pushing out Miles Sanders. Reports of Miles Sanders possibly not even making the team. If they keep Deuce Vaughn and let go of Miles Sanders, that would make no sense for me. That would make absolutely no sense. I still honestly believe in Miles Sanders, but of course I'm not at training camp keeping an eye on him myself and being able to make that decision with the old eye test, you know? With the old eye test. Let's see. Can just roll with Kuru unless y'all like the old name. No worries, Kuru. We'll stick with Kuru. I like it. T-Fishes, what's going on? Shout out to you, T-Fishes. GME98 saying, you really don't think they would want to change it? Something more appealing to their actual... What are we talking about here? Okay. I'm not quite sure. It looks like I jumped off the conversation there. I'm trying to keep up with the chats. We're going to have kickoff here in about 7 minutes, guys, so let me run through this. There's a couple more slides that I want to bring up, so we'll run through the defense here. Marshawn Nealon going to be the left defensive end. Mozzie Smith going to be your left defensive tackle. On the right defensive tackle, Osa Odigizua. You're going to have Micah Parsons, for now, still listed here as questionable on ESPN as your right defensive end. Morris Leofau, Jack Sanborn, that's going to be your 2 guys. I like this on the weak side, and your middle linebacker linebacker here, and your strong side linebacker is going to be Kenneth Murray. On the far side, on the opposite side, the right side of your screens, Trayvon Diggs. On the left corner here, Deron Bland, you'll have Malik Hooker as your free safety and Donovan Wilson as your strong safety for these Dallas Cowboys. A 4-3 defense here. And Eberflus out here as the coordinator, man. I don't know. Dallas Cowboys got a lot of stuff going on right now. It'll be interesting to see how this Dallas Cowboys figure it out. That whole Micah Parsons situation has me really worried. Let's take a look at the Cowboys' next 5 games, guys. Let's take a look here at the Cowboys' next 5 games. The opening game of the NFL season will be Dallas Cowboys at Philadelphia Eagles. Can I get a what? Can I get a what? Can we call it Rose Street? Brandy says, close your chat, smash the like, then reopen the chat. Thanks, Brandy. Okay, I was just reading some comments out here really quick. Thanks, guys. I do appreciate y'all being here watching this game live with me today. For those of you who are new, my name is Mario. I do this a lot. We're going to be doing this a lot during the football season, at least 4 games per week, every week for 18 weeks. And then we'll go probably into double time towards the end of the season when we start picking up college football games, when we start picking up some college basketball games, when we start picking up some other cool stuff down the ways here. We might even start picking up those playoff baseball games when the time is right. Okay, guys, Week 1, we just talked about it. Cowboys, Eagles. Week 2, another divisional matchup right away against the New York Giants. Improved New York Giants? How much improved is yet to be seen. How much improved is yet to be seen. Thank you, Kuru Kangaroo, for that $2 super chat there again. We've got Week 3, Sunday, midday game at Chicago. Should be good weather out there at Soldier Field, but the Dallas Cowboys will be going up north for that one. Then they've got a matchup not too far away. Actually will be kind of far away. They're going back home, but it's going to be the Green Bay Packers. So, Eagles Week 1 at Eagles. Giants Week 2 at Cowboys. Cowboys at Bears in Week 3. Packers at Cowboys in Week 4. And then Week 5, you got Cowboys at Jets. A lot of traveling back and forth here for the Dallas Cowboys. I wonder how much that's going to affect them on a week-to-week basis. I don't know if that's good or bad. Would you rather have a road trip, or would you rather do back and forth, back and forth? That's kind of an interesting one. Let's see. We got Manuel saying Cowboys 5-0. How about that, bro? How about that? Okay. 4-1 after the first 5 games, says Mongo. Give me your predictions, guys. What will the Cowboys record be? 5 games in, what will the Dallas Cowboys record be? You guys let me know. This is going to be good. Thanks for inspiring me there, Mongo. Appreciate that. Let's ask the crowd and see what you guys think. I'm going to step out of the way and see these come in. Where do we think the Dallas Cowboys will be after 5 games? Robert Zamora saying 4-1. Donzel asking the question, Mario, what's your score prediction today? We'll get to that in a moment, Donzel. CMC later saying 0-5. Bro, come on, CMC. Come on, bro. Kuru saying 2-3. Donzel saying 3-2. Let's see, Pringle 8-9. He's going for the full schedule there. 3-2, says Naya. They lose to the Eagles and the Packers. She thinks that we can beat. You know what, Naya? I would be okay with that after 5 weeks as well. Of course, you do want to get the opening game right. You do want to get that opening game right. I do like that, Naya. Pringle saying 3-2. Gary saying 3-2. Maria saying 4-1. Cowboys improved to 8-9, says Alec. Manuel saying undefeated. Keeley saying 2-3. Okay, cool. Well, it's good to know. Kind of middle of the pack right there. Dallas Cowboys. Let's see how they perform. Hopefully, it is at least a 3-2 start for us. 1 minute until scheduled time to get this game started, guys. A quick glance at how these two players performed last season. Michael Penix Jr. playing just, what was it? Was it 8 games? How many games did someone remind me, how many games did Michael Penix Jr. play last season? I should probably add that as one of my stats out over here. Dak Prescott in his 9 games, 1,987 passing yards. All of the numbers, just more than Michael Penix Jr. But like I said, guys, out of 32 active quarterbacks, Prescott, missing a ton of time, still finished inside that top 32, which says quite a bit for him. Let's take a quick look at the defense for these two teams. Quick look at the defense here for these two teams. Now, some areas to get excited about for the Dallas Cowboys. Obviously, this one category is great when you have Micah Parsons. 52 sacks on the year, guys. That was good for third best team on the front line. The best pass rushers in the NFL, top 3 unit right here. Somehow, the rest of their defense, a lot of it because of this right here. The run defense was abysmal, y'all. The run defense was so bad last year, they could not stop a nosebleed. The Dallas Cowboys 29th in rushing yards allowed per game. When it comes to yards allowed per game in general, they ranked 28th in yards allowed per game, 355 yards per game. Now, I will say on the other side of that, the Atlanta Falcons had issues of their own, especially when it came to the pass rushing situation here. Defensively, the Falcons ranked 31st in the NFL, and they were middle of the pack when it came to turnovers forced, getting just 18 on the year compared to the Cowboys' 22. So areas to get excited about and areas to kind of, cringe at a little bit for the Dallas Cowboys. I think this is all just kind of generally unimpressive on the Falcons side. At least there's a little bit here to get excited around with the pass rushing defense for the Dallas Cowboys, but the rest of it, terrible. Outside of the front defensive line, outside of the front 7 right here, I wouldn't even say the front 7. I would just say outside of the front 4 in the 4-3 defense, this is just forgettable. And then, we'll see how these teams play today. It'll be anybody's game. Should be anybody's game today. So, running back comparison, it was also pretty messy last year for the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys looking to improve on that, of course, with Bijan Robinson here on this side. We know what Bijan is. We know what Bijan will be. We know what the run game will be of the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons, we know they're good. And here we go. And here we go. And the wide receiver numbers right here, guys. We'll get to that here in just a moment then. Once we get our opening kick, looks like the game should be on right here, right now. It's saying download the Cowboys Now app on your connected TV, if you've got that situation there. All right, guys, here we go. Looks like 127 votes. Who will win this game? Falcons, Cowboys. 58% of you guys saying the Dallas Cowboys. It is preseason. Happy Friday, guys. I got 7:02 p.m. right here, right now in San Antonio, Texas. For those of you who are making your bets, y'all, take a look around. For those of you who are making your bets, I'm going to have all of the data over here. We'll probably see only Easton Stick for the Atlanta Falcons. We'll see. I don't think that we'll see anybody that we want to see today, but that's okay. Take a look at the rest of the numbers. They're there for you. Let's see. Rhonda, what's going on? Saying, what's up, buddy? Let's go. What's up, Rhonda? How you doing today? You've seen Luka Doncic in the Euro League, says Naya. Have not really been focusing on basketball too much at this point in the season. Maria La Chica says, I love San Antonio, Texas. Me too. Courtney, Baby Sanchez Diaper Fund. Cheers to you, Courtney. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. That hit a little different. Appreciate you, Courtney. Appreciate that. Okay. All right, guys. Kickoff scheduled for any moment. For those of you who are new to the channel, you are watching a color radio broadcast of the game, but I'm going to have a lot of these other pieces going, guys. We will have the timer manually running right here. I'll take care of all of that when there's a flag on the play. I will drop the flag. If it's under review, I will let you know, and I will also let you know what the penalty is, whether that's going to be a face mask on that. Obviously, it could be on either the Cowboys or the Falcons. Right, we'll change all of this. If we get a field goal attempt, I can change all of this for you here as well. 10-yard field goal attempt wouldn't really make any sense, but, if it was a 52-yarder, that could make some sense, right? And this way you can at least visualize what's going on. I will have 2 drive charts available for you guys at the bottom of the screen as well. This is going to be the closest simulation that you'll get to an actual play calling of the game, where you can kind of piece everything together. And my job is to try to verbally bridge the gaps between what is on my TV screen and what you expect to get in a football game. Then again, it is preseason, so we don't really know what to expect. I do think the Dallas Cowboys will win this one. The Atlanta Falcons backup players, I just don't have too much excitement behind, like Easton Stick and Ben DiNucci. I'm not impressed by those options back there, but I would rather have either of them over Joe Milton right now and Will Grier. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it right here. If you look at the numbers for Milton, he has actually got 265 passing yards, 1 interception, and just 2 fantasy points this preseason here. Not good. Definitely not good. Like, he's got 2 fantasy points. Not that fantasy is the main driver, but I think it's just a mess. Go Dallas Cowboys, says Marilyn Garner. What's up, Marilyn? Joshua Whitney checks into the conversation saying hello. What's up, Joshua Whitney? It is 7:05 p.m. We are still waiting for the initial kickoff of this game. Still waiting for the initial kickoff of this game. One of the drive charts will be in this square. The other one you can see poking in through right there. That'll get lined up in just a moment. Okay. Everything set. All 3 timeouts for both sides. For those of you guys who are new, welcome one and all. Welcome to Football Nation. I hope you guys stick around. Let's get through 1 or 2 of these drives, guys. Give me a shot today. And if you guys like my play calling and what I bring to the table here on the YouTube landscape, stick around, subscribe, become a channel member, help a brother out. Shout out once again to all of our channel members. Quick shout out to all of you guys. Kickoff coming up here in just a second, but shout out to the VIP channel members and the Touchdown channel members. Looks like the Dallas Cowboys are taking the field right now is what I see on my screen here, so this game will be getting started here momentarily. Brandy, Chi-Town, Denise and Gary, JT, Lou, Lorinda, and Robert. Gotta mention Val as well here. Appreciate you guys and all of your love and support. Appreciate you, Hunter, Michelle. We've got Nina, Rayzilla, Send It. I gotta double correct this. I had him in here twice yesterday. I gotta clean this one up. Shiva and Dusty Attic Upstate. Thank you guys for your patronage, and of course, all of our folks on the First Down. We will get this one updated, guys, once y'all hit your 30-day mark. If you're still with us, your name will pop up on this list. We'll be updating this list every 30 days. Okay, guys. Let's go ahead and get this game started here. Looks like we've got kickoff. Players lining up right now. Camera panned into Jadon Blue at the moment, but not the rest of the field. D-Town stand up. What up, Emmy? I see you saying hello, Super Mario. Our Cowboys will improve this time, Phil. David Bacco, what's going on? Pringle saying D-Town stand up. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Aubrey is lined up to kick this football off to the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons will start with possession in today's game. They will be receiving the opening kickoff. Cowboys get the football to start the second half. Capiche? Capiche. What's up, Send It? We were just talking about you, sir. Appreciate you. Welcome in, my friend. Deplorable Garbage. Cheers. Here is the kickoff, and here is the opening return from Jerry World in Dallas, Texas, out to the 25-yard line, down at the 26, the opening kickoff of the game. We will start this one from the 26-yard line. Atlanta Falcons offense taking the field, and we're going to get a quick look right here. 1st and 10, football on the Atlanta Falcons 26-yard line. Opening play of the game coming up right now. Shout out to the chat area. Guys, as this happens, you guys who have been here before, y'all know that I will not be reading the chat when there is game action. I will be reading the stats, and that means that during commercial breaks, I'll get you guys up to speed, and we'll check into the chat area. But here we go, guys. 1st and 10. There's the snap and a handoff, and running back looks like Corbin picks up the football, gets a gain of about 3 yards. This will bring up a 2nd down. It'll start the clock. 2nd down and 7 coming up right here. 2nd down and 7. Opening play looks like Corbin around the right tackle to the Atlanta 29 for a 3-yard gain. Brought down by Winfrey and Johnson on the play. 2nd down and 7. Let's scroll this one a hair down here as well so you can see the play chart. 2nd down and 7 from the 28-yard line, 29-yard line. Takes the snap. Easton Stick in the pocket. Looks right, throws right. Catch is made. No, it's not. Drops the football. Incomplete pass will stop the clock. Bring up a 3rd down right here. Stick trying to pass to Corbin, the running back who just had that previous 3-yard gain. Instead, the check down pass is no good. 3rd down and 7. And this could be a quick 3-and-out. Maybe the Dallas Cowboys get the football back. Maybe the Dallas Cowboys get the football here to start the game early. Let's see if the defense can hold up on 3rd down. We know from the history, from what we just went over in the pregame, that Dallas struggled last year on 3rd downs. An opportunity here for the Dallas Cowboys defense to get off the field. 3rd down and 7, shotgun formation from the 28. Stick takes the snap, winds up and throws. The catch is made. He tapped A on the controller and threw himself straight down to the ground. The catch was made by Nash. Stick connects with Nash. That's good for a 1st down, Atlanta Falcons. 1st down, Atlanta. This will reset the sticks here. Moves the chains. 1st and 10. Coming up now. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the Atlanta Falcons. That does move the football up to the Atlanta 38. We are 12 yards shy of midfield. Here we go. Waiting for the snap right now. Easton Stick under center, so a single back formation, play action. He drops back in a clean pocket, winds up and throws. Another big catch here down at about the 38-yard line. A 24-yard pickup by Nash, and a big 1st down right here again for the Atlanta Falcons. Back-to-back plays, Nash on back-to-back catches, and Nash quickly, to refresh this, Nash quickly up to 33 yards here. All right, guys, 1st and 10 coming up. 1st and 10 coming up. Fresh new set of downs after that 24-yard play. Here's the snap, and Easton Stick against a 4-man rush. He gets bagged right there. Cowboys defense with the stop. Drops him at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of 7. Easton Stick crushed by Houston on the play. Houston makes a big play right here, keeps the clock ticking. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 17. A big tackle there for a loss. This brings up a 2nd down. 2nd down and 17, football at the Dallas Cowboys 45-yard line. This puts them just outside of Younghoe Koo's field goal range where he might be comfortable. James Houston, number 53, with a big sack there. Let's see what happens. Ooh, almost gets offside right here. Good hard count there. Here's the snap from the 45, 2nd down and 17. Winds up and throws to the soft spot there. Tackle made shy of the 1st down, so this will bring up a 3rd down and 5. 12-yard gain here this time. Blair on the catch. Blair on the catch. 3rd down and 5. 11 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Rock and roll. Cowboys preseason game right here, right now. 3rd down and 6. Atlanta Falcons with the football. Shotgun formation. Easton Stick waiting for it. He takes it. Drops back. Will wind up and deliver a deep shot. It's almost picked off there by Dallas. And that football finds its way to the ground safely. It brings up a 4th down and stops the clock with 11:29 left to go here. This is inside of field goal range. It's a 4th down and 5, maybe a 4th down and 6. We'll leave it there at 4th down and 5. Go for it or nah. Good break up there defensively by the Dallas Cowboys. Bad throw by Easton Stick. Throws that into tight coverage. Looks like a 51-yard field goal attempt coming up right here, guys, for Younghoe Koo. Younghoe Koo, a 51-yarder. The kick is up. The kick goes wide left. The kick is no good. It's wide left. And that will be a missed field goal for Younghoe Koo. Opening score of the game after one drive is 0-0, and the Dallas Cowboys ultimately get off the field without conceding any points. Missed field goal. It's Dallas Cowboys football. How about that? Shanked it, says Alec M. Why, says Living Like Larry. All right, guys. If you're a Cowboys fan, let's see your Cowboys. If you're a Cowboys fan, let's see your Cowboys. Where are your blue at? We got a change of possession right now. This gives us a moment to chit-chat. Won't take too much longer here, though. So where are my Cowboys fans at? Where are y'all at? Where are y'all at? Where are you at, though? Yes, I feel that the Falcons need a new place kicker. 49ers emoji here, says Donzel. There we go. Val checks in. I see you, Val. There you go. Country Kisses checks in. Appreciate you, ladies. David Bacco dropping the laughs. What up, David Bacco? Quinn Hardy, thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking in, Quinn. Brandy saying just this game, though. We know that Brandy's a Steelers fan. She's not going to give up on her Pittsburgh Steelers. Robert Zamora, appreciate you, my good friend. Preseason football, Dallas Cowboys, y'all. Last game of the preseason for us. Let's effing go Cowboys, says Dat One Criminal. Living like Larry says, I heart Cowgirls. Maria La Chica with the hearts in the house. I see you, Maria La Chica. Let's go. Kuru says, hey, Falcons cooked. He says, hey, Falcons, Cowboys looked like fantasy points, says Kuru. Spike D going a little crazy out there. Joseph Anthony, I see you with your Cowboy hat, sir. Cheers to you, bro. We got David Bacco in the house saying, go Cowboys. Potato Supremacy says, when is that cheapskate Jerry Jones going to pay Micah Parsons? That's a great – every time I read one of your comments, I want to read it in an Irish accent. I'd like to read it in an Irish accent if I could do that. But I don't know if I could do it in an Irish accent. I don't know how bad that was or how good that was. I'm just going to go ahead and quit trying that. Shout out to Goofball, who checks in saying, who is the worst team in the NFL? Well, numerically and statistically, that would be the Tennessee Titans right now. Remember the Titans? Anyways, go Troy Aikman, says Wade Tuckness. Shout out to you, Wade Tuckness. Manuel Torres saying, go Dallas. Italian Santa Claus saying, my computer took a shit and I had to reload it. CHIT. That's funny. I do like that. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Pringle has become a member with the big flex there. Thank you, Kuru, giving out many memberships. We're about to get our first members-only video coming up here as well. First members-only video coming up here pretty soon, guys. We are right around the corner from some additional bonus content now that the football season is here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Dallas Cowboys are also here, and we're going to get the opening play of the game. Here is the snap, and Joe Milton will hand off to Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn will pick up 2 yards. This will bring up a 2nd down and 8 and get the clock ticking right now. So, Joe Milton in at starting quarterback. I'm a little nervous, guys. I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all. Joe Milton has given me a lot of grief and heartburn over these first 2 games. I would like to see him perform well. I would like to see, honestly, Deuce Vaughn not be on the roster anymore. It's feel like we gave him a chance, man, but he's just not very impressive. There's another 1-yard, 2-yard gain by Deuce Vaughn. This brings up a 3rd down and 6. Keeps the clock ticking here. 3rd down and 6. The Dallas Cowboys at the 45-yard line. They started this one on the 41. Yeah, because they just kicked that field goal and missed. So the Dallas Cowboys take over after the missed field goal. Change of possessions right here. We've got ourselves a 3rd down and 6. Dallas Cowboys at the 45. 45-yard line. Milton takes the snap. He drops back. He steps up through the pocket. Milton will scramble. Milton will run and dive and get past 1st down markers here for a Dallas Cowboys. 1st down. 1st down for Dallas. The Cowboys will move the chains here, guys. A good run from Joe Milton. Okay, I'll take that, bro. You might you might remind Dak Prescott that he has legs too. Ever since he broke that ankle, man, Dak Prescott hasn't been able to run. He used to be a pretty solid scrambling quarterback. Here we go, 1st and 10, guys. Motion on the field. Here's a toss. This time Deuce Vaughn to the right side. We are across midfield. Deuce Vaughn with a couple blockers ahead of him, and Deuce Vaughn will pick up 9 yards on the toss as he gets around that side. So this will bring up a 2nd down and 1, a solid gain. I'm happy with it. This brings up a 2nd down and 1 for the Dallas Cowboys. Football already to the Atlanta 37, and we know Brandon Aubrey can score from here. Okay, guys, Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys with it, bro. Barbara saying, let's go Cowboys. I love that little Vaughn, says Dat One Criminal. Out of the shotgun, here's the snap with 1 yard left to go. An easy wind up and throw. Now you're looking good. Okay, Moreno Cropper with a grab right here. It was a 2nd down and 1, and looks like Jalen Moreno Cropper will make an 11-yard play right here. Good for a first down, Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys, a first down. 1st and 10 now coming up from the Atlanta 26. Thank you, David Bacco. Thank you, Country Kisses. Thanks, guys. Here we go. 1st and 10. Dallas Cowboys with the football at the 26-yard line, dropping back. Surveying the field. Milton will shoot to the end zone here. And this time, the pass, a little too much heat behind it. That was to Ryan Flournoy. The pass, no bueno. That stops the clock with 8:27. And we've got a 2nd down and 10. Gary saying, smash that like button, y'all. Don't even worry about it, guys. Just give me 10 minutes of your time today. Just give me 10 minutes of your time today. Share this with one other person. Send it to them via text. Send it to them, DM them directly. Say, hey, check out this guy in the tie. 2nd down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Dallas Cowboys with the football. Here's Joe Milton directing traffic. Gets someone to bite off sides. There's a muffed snap. Flag comes in. What is this one going to be? Encroachment? Neutral zone infraction. I saw some contact up front there. Here's the call, guys. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards. Going to be against the Falcons here. So there's a flag on the play. This one is going to be a foul against the Falcons. So the Falcons will give up 5 yards. This will bring up a repeat of 2nd down and 5. 5 yards free, gifted right there. That changes, that opens up the playbook a little bit. 2nd down and 5. Here's the snap. They're going to hand this off, and a good run from Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn making me second guess what I was saying just moments ago. A 12-yard pickup for the Deuce. What the deuce as he picks up good yardage there. Good run from Deuce Vaughn. That's going to be 12 yards. That takes us inside the red zone. Hell, that puts us inside the 10. 1st and goal coming up right now. 1st and goal coming up here for the Dallas Cowboys. 1st and goal. Deuce Vaughn with the pickup. There's an injury on the field. Let's stop the clock with 8:09 right now. There's a man down on the field. Someone holding their ankle. We go to a quick commercial break. Okay, guys. So, let's find out. Let's find out, guys. Where are you watching from today? Where are you guys watching from today? Let's read some chats right now. We're in the middle of a commercial break. In the middle of a quick commercial break, guys. We just got to 37,000 subscribers, so we just hit a new benchmark, guys. The next goal is to try to get, of course, to 38, 39, and then 40. 40 is the next big benchmark. Shout out to Bakersfield, says Terry. I see you out there, Terry. George. John Dietz saying Florida. Robert Zamora saying hello. Western Washington State. Shout out to you, Gary. Courtney checks into the conversation saying, Richie and I are now watching from the car. We're driving to Phoenix from Tucson, or vice versa right now. Appreciate you. Happy birthday. We've got, it's the weekend to celebrate your birthday with the fan band. Appreciate you and happy birthday, Courtney. Who else we got out here? Alec Daniel saying Louisiana. David Baca went by Loop, Washington. Texas, says Maria. Appreciate you, Maria. Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Gotta love it, Wade. Daniel, Brooksville, Florida. Robert Zamora, San Antonio. We got Aquastar saying, what's up, my guy? Indiana in the house. Shout out to you, Neil. Neil Toff in the house. We got Black Molly Music saying Marshall, Texas. And Brandy in the Carolinas with a big smile on her face. Love it. Jeff Metterling saying, on my couch in Rockdale, Illinois, if everyone wants to know. Well, since everyone's asking, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Lance Bowers checking in Texas. I see you out there. Pecos, Texas. We got Phoenix Blue in Atlanta, Georgia. We got Texas Guardian in Terrell, Texas. Sedona for JJ Sword, Rochester, New York. Guys, I'm reading out some of these beautiful cities. You guys, I asked a quick question. You guys jumped all over that. Thank y'all so much in the chat area. Alec M in the Southwest. Manuel, Sumter, South Carolina. I see y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, no more time to read comments. I'm going to step away from the comment area so that we can call this play the way it unfolds. We're coming back from a commercial break, a little Wildcat play right here. Here's the snap and a handoff, and this is Deuce Vaughn pushing his way down towards the 1-yard line, and this will bring up a 2nd down and goal from the 1. Let me take a quick look at this play one more time. It was actually just a shotgun formation, no Wildcat there. The snap just came in quick. It looked like I was fooled. Here's a quick play again, this time going on the bootleg the opposite way, and this is going to result in a touchdown off the legs of Joe Milton. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys will score the opening touchdown right here. They were trying to show some commercial or some junk out here on the TV, and they missed the play action, or they missed the hurry-up football there. No huddle from the Dallas Cowboys. They got right back to the line on those last 2 plays, and they made the Falcons pay on it. 7:42 left to go. Jameer Christopher, thanks for checking in, and thanks for subscribing to the channel. So an opening play for the Dallas Cowboys. It's 6-0. Here's the extra point attempt. This one is up, and this one is good. So the extra point attempt is good. The score is 7-0, and the Dallas Cowboys are on the board. Let's go ahead and turn this off here. Get some fresh new text, guys. Dallas Cowboys spread scrolling by at the bottom of the screen. Have you guys signed up for your pick'ems yet? Have you guys seen the new blogs that I've been putting out there on the website? Football Nation website, slowly getting a makeover here. I'm going to be dumping a lot of time, focusing a lot of my time and effort in on the website. I do want to get more folks to check out the website. I want to be able to give more value even when I'm not available to be on camera. And so that's the plan. That's the move right here, is to make sure that if I'm going to give you guys or have you guys sign up for the pick'ems, which we are doing pick'ems, that you guys at least get a cheat sheet so that you can make your own judgment on that as well. And then once a week for the channel members only, guys, we will have the actual official selections for Football Nation. I'm going to reset all of this here. We're going to have kickoff here momentarily. The Dallas Cowboys, right now we are in the middle of a commercial break, a change of possession after the Dallas Cowboys scored the opening touchdown of the game. Atlanta Falcons started the football game with possession, but they squandered the opening play. A missed field goal from Younghoe Koo left the Dallas Cowboys in good field position right there. They started the drive at the 41-yard line, did a great job moving the football. At the end of the drive, they went into hurry-up offense. On that hurry-up offense coming out of the injury break, we saw a quick run around the left-hand side there for Deuce Vaughn, and then from about 2 yards out, a little play-action bootleg saw Joe Milton scramble out to the right side and score the drive-capping touchdown right there. So the Dallas Cowboys are up 7-0. The Atlanta Falcons looking for an answer back to this one. Atlanta Falcons, a very different team, that's for sure. Let's effing go, says that one criminal. FJM saying Virginia. Go, boys, go. Jermaine saying, let's effing go, Cowboys. What up, Lance Bowers? Appreciate you being here. We got Jay Cogs and Junior Malay. Jay Cogs saying the deuce is loose. Oh, man. You're going to need some something to plug that up. Get some fiber if that deuce is loose, bro. You don't want a loose deuce, bro. You want to make sure that deuce ain't so loose. Let's go, Dallas Cowboys. They have you in YouTube jail, says Living Like Larry. You talking about me? You talking about me? Am I in YouTube jail right now, or is it someone else? Is YouTube burying me in the statistics right now? Waiting to see what blue can do, says Mark Warren. Here is the kickoff, and the Atlanta Falcons will bring this one out. Looks like to about the 31, 32-yard line. 7:36 left to go. Let's get our 1st and 10 coming up right now. A solid return right there. Corbin gets out to the 26. Brings it out 26 yards from the landing zone where it was out to the Atlanta 33. I got too many pairs of shoes up here. I always start my live streams with shoes on, and then as I get more comfortable, you know, just get yourself in the zone. 1st and 10 coming up right now with 7 minutes and 36 seconds left to go. The Atlanta Falcons with the football. Carter seems to be the single back in this formation, and Easton Stick right now is the quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. Waiting for the snap from the 32-yard line, 33-yard line is Easton Stick under center, 1st and 10. Motion on the field for the Falcons. A man goes from the top to the bottom of the screen. Here's the snap and a handoff. Running back straight up the middle here. Looks like Carter will pick up 5 to the Atlanta 38. That 1st and 10 becomes a 2nd down and 5. That will start the clock, and we've got us ticking once again. Ladies and gentlemen, what up? How are you guys doing today? My name is Mario Manuel. I am just a person. I'm just some guy on YouTube trying to make sure that those who do not have access to this game can get a picture painted for them. We've got a 2nd down and 5, this time from the 37-yard line. Here's the snap. Easton Stick looks left, throws left. Catch is made shy of the 1st down marker. It'll go down as a stop. A pickup of 4 yards right there to Blair on the left-hand side. Brings up a 3rd down and 1. So 3rd down and 1. The clock will continue to tick. The football to the Atlanta 42, and they need 2 more yards, 1 more yard to gain here. 1 or 2 more yards to gain here. Let's see where they mark this. Did I hear a timeout? Did you say timeout? Did someone say timeout? Why a timeout? The clock has stopped. Maybe an official's timeout? We get another injury here. It's a 3rd down and 1. 6 minutes and 36 seconds. Israel Makuamu was the man who made the tackle on the play. How is everyone doing? We're doing great, Father Time. How are you doing, bro? How you doing, Mr. Father Time? This is a virtual measurement. It's a full yard short. Of course, it's almost a full yard. Why do you need a virtual measurement? Why even have the sticks? The virtual measurement is the biggest waste of time, and it's so dumb. Shout out to iShowSpeed. Cowboys 16, Falcons 11. Hit my parlay. Let's see if you can, iShowSpeed. The virtual measurements are slower than crap. I would rather have the chain crew out there, but I don't think we need the virtual measurement, man. Here we go, 6 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock. The clock is now ticking. Easton Stick waiting for the snap on 3rd down and 1. Play clock down to 5. Play clock down to 2. Here is the snap, and this is going to be a handoff to Carter again. This time it'll be a loss of 5. As he is dropped big time there. It brings up a 4th down and 6, actually, so ouch. That goes backwards. Dallas Cowboys get a big stop on 3rd down and 1. They absolutely needed that. The virtual measurement feels like that's what really put a stop to that drive right there. It kills the flow of the game. I don't know, man. I hate the virtual measurement. I have gone on record and just, mind you, I will continue to say it. I'm on record saying it. I hate these virtual measurements. Here's the boot, guys. A punt. Dallas Cowboys recover the punt to the 15, the 20. The 25 goes down at the 25-yard line. And I've had this red zone music on for way too long. Let's go back to our chill stuff. Dallas Cowboys get the football, 1st and 10 coming up right now. Dallas Cowboys with the football. We get a change of possession. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's step away. Okay, guys. Appreciate y'all and all your support. Quick look here, guys. If you're new to the channel and you did not see the opening pregame, the Atlanta Falcons do have an early bye week this season. These are the first 5 games for you Atlanta Falcons fans. If you're a Falcons fan and you're out there and you're watching this live stream, let's see the red. You got any red and black? You got any red and black? Any Falcons fans out there? We'll see. If you guys drop your red and black emojis, I'll give you a shout out. Whoa, that seems super early, says Country Kisses. Yeah, Country, it is super early. Is Dak going to play the first regular season game? I think so, Coinage Stocks. Probably, for sure. Joe is taking us to the Super Bowl, says Mark. Let's see. Okay, so yes, it seems early, Country, but it is the earliest that you can possibly get a bye week. It's a very long season, and they may need it to regroup. Out of their first 4 games, the first 4 weeks, 3 out of these 4 teams were in the playoffs last season, all in the same conference too. So this is some real stuff, guys. The Falcons need to do well in these games right here to avoid a tiebreaker situation. Like, bro, are you kidding me right now? Like, this is a crazy situation for the Atlanta Falcons. They can either make or break their season after these first 4 weeks. Phoenix Blue, I see you out there with the red and black hearts, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Phoenix Blue checking in for his Falcons. Maroon, that's bad luck, says that criminal. Check it out, guys. Falcons at Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield is solid. You got Buccaneers at Falcons. You got Falcons at Vikings here week 2. Falcons at Vikings, that's a tough matchup. This one here, we don't know what to expect out of the Carolina Panthers. We do expect for them to have a much better offense this year, but we'll see if that actually happens. And then we know that the Washington Commanders made the playoffs last season with Jaden Daniels. It was insane. So what do you think, guys? What do you guys think? Spike D saying, quit being superstitious. Put that chain on, my guy. Let's go, Dallas. Here's the snap, guys. We've got a single back formation, and Milton will hand this one off going backwards. Yikes. Jadon Blue will get crushed on that play. No touchdown. My apologies there. That'll be a loss of yardage, guys. 5:08 left to go. Let's start the clock here. This brings up a 2nd down and 14. So a 2nd down and 14 after the opening play there on 1st and 10. Jadon Blue got tackled there by Malone and Harrison. So we got a 2nd down and 14 from the Dallas 21-yard line. Dallas Cowboys have a long ways to go here. Here's the snap, dropping back. Joe Milton against the 3-man rush will check it down, breaking a tackle. Good move here, cuts back inside, gets down to about the 27-yard line. Will pick up about 8 yards on that play. Ryan Flournoy doing a good job. This brings up a 3rd down and 6. I think this opens up the playbook just a little bit here for the Dallas Cowboys. Corey, what's going on? Thanks for checking in, Corey. Appreciate you dropping your black and red. Maroon. He is trying something new this game. Peep the blue tie, says Brandy. Peep the blue tie. 3rd down and 6, guys. Shotgun formation. We got 2 receivers left and 1 on the right. Here's the snap. Milton drops back, looking right, throwing right, deep shot in the air. The catch is made. Let's go. Ryan Flournoy with a pickup of a big gain there. Looks like 20 and some change. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what this one is, though. It's a 3rd down and 6. Could be a 1st and 1. It's a 25-yard pickup here. Illegal contact on the defense, guys. It was Fairweather who made the catch. Fairweather made the catch right there. Not Ryan Flournoy. 45 Fairweather on the grab for 25 yards to the Atlanta 46-yard line. There was a flag on the play. The flag will be declined right here. Here's the snap, dropping back. Joe Milton on a fresh new set of downs will wind up and throw. This will be good for another 15 yards. Book it, and this time it is Flournoy. That's good for a 1st down, 1st and 10. Another flag on the play, though. Let's stop the clock. Find out what this flag is. So a penalty, the last one, this could be a holding. Wow, personal foul, roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down, Dallas Cowboys. So a flag on the play. It is roughing the passer, and it's against the Atlanta Falcons. That's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down here. Dallas Cowboys get all the way to the Atlanta 15-yard line, and just like that, the Dallas Cowboys are cooking, brother. So here we go, inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 15. Milton takes the snap. He will hand this off, and Jadon Blue back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain, 2nd down and 10. Bro, is Jadon Blue about to get outrun right now by Deuce Vaughn? All the trash I was talking here, Deuce Vaughn had 5 carries for 33 yards. Jadon Blue right now has 2 carries for -4. Oof. Let's see what happens. Keith saying, is there a link or a Zelda? Here we go, guys. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10 from the 15. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. Jadon Blue finds some space. He gets down inside the 5, and he is dropped at about the 2-yard line. 1st and goal coming up. 1st down. Dallas Cowboys. Jadon Blue must have heard me. Jadon Blue must have heard me. 1st and goal. Dallas Cowboys knock, knock, knocking on Falcons' door. Knock, knock, knocking on Falcons' door. Here we go. Is it too late to switch sides, says Living Like Larry? Callie, what's going on? Callie Beal saying nice. D1 Kumo Twin, I see you out there. 1st and goal coming up, guys. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff, and there's going to be a quick flag here. I think it's going to be a false start, guys. Flag on the play. It's going to be against the Dallas Cowboys, I believe. It is a false start. 5-yard penalty. Dallas Cowboys. False start. This will bring up a 1st and goal again, guys, but it's backed up to the Atlanta 7. So 1st and goal from the 7. What up? Flag on O. Flag on the offense, says Callie. Bob saying it happens. Eso pasa. Here we go. 1st and goal, shotgun formation. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking left to the corner route. The pass just slightly overthrown. It was intended for Brooks. There's a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be DPI, guys. I think it's going to be on the Falcons. Yup. Penalty on the play. Pass interference on the defense. Spot foul. I mean, that was a push. I don't know. I don't know if that's super DPI or not. I don't know if I love that call, if I'm being honest. Dallas Cowboys get it, though. 1st and goal from the 1. They were on the 7 just a moment ago. So another 1st and goal. Here's the snap, a play action, trying to do it again. Joe Milton on the back foot, running backwards, will throw that one away, stopping the clock with 1:24 left to go. Apologies for keeping the clock going here, for not keeping the clock going. 1:24 left to go in the 1st quarter. That opening pass here from the 1st and goal situation at the 1-yard line results in a 2nd down and goal. 2nd and goal coming up here for the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys looking to punch this one in. Let's see what Dallas can do here. 2nd and goal. Joe Milton in the shotgun formation. Jadon Blue standing to the right of him. Blue will get the carry. Blue will dive his way in. It looks like he is in. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys will score another touchdown here. Let's effing go. Jadon Blue will score a touchdown for Dallas, and that will make it a 13-0 game. Easy play here at the goal line. Jadon Blue was met with contact. He did manage to get around the contact. It was a one-on-one situation. He won the battle. So Jadon Blue picks up the touchdown. Let's go ahead and reset all of this stuff here. The extra point attempt coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. The kick is up. Brandon Aubrey's kick is good. And the score is 14-0. 14-0, guys, with 1:19 left to go here. You're watching Football Nation. My name is Mario Manuel. What's up? What's up, guys? Who is your NFL team? Who is your NFL team? Let me know in the chat area, guys. Who is your NFL team? Here is the schedule for the opening week, guys. You can sign up to do the pick'ems on the channel if you go to footballnationusa.com. But out of these teams, who's your favorite? Shout out to all of you guys in the chat area. This is your chance to check in and represent your squad. Maria La Chica says, Dallas Cowboys. Brandy, I see you with your Steelers, with your black and yellow. Manuel saying Dallas Cowboys. David with the Cowboys. What's up, guys? 24/7 Arizona Skies. Commanders, he says Redskins forever. Lisa Smith saying they must ain't got no first strings. No, definitely no first stringers out there, Lisa Smith. Thanks for checking in. The biggest bird, says Jay Twice. Who's talking about this one? The big bird. We got CMC for the 49ers. We've got Robert with the Dallas Cowboys, living like Larry saying Seahawks. Here's the kickoff and the return, guys. The Falcons bring this out to about the 26-yard line, and we're going to get a change of personnel here with 1:14 left to go in the first quarter. Shout out to Weedham Boys checking in. Crow Little in the house. We got Daniel Westover with the New England Patriots. We got Houday Nation checking in with Maya. What up, Naya? My name is Nia. Excuse me. I'm getting my name is Nia and Shania, the names. Anyways, shout out to you, Nia. Appreciate you saying Houday Nation. We got the Steelers in the house. I see you all on the prowl. Guys, I got to get back to the action. 1st and 10. Here we go. Here's a wind-up and a throw. The catch is made. That will take them out to the 40-yard line. A big play right here. Not worth getting all that loud music in the headphones, though. Big play, 1st down, opening play of this drive. Easton Stick passes to the left-hand side, 15 yards for Nash, and it's a 1st down here for the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons with the football. Got about 55 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Let's get all caught up. Not going to be able to read all those team names, though, guys. I appreciate y'all checking in. 1st and 10 from the 40. Easton Stick waits for the snap. He's got 5 wide, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Here's the snap. He looks downfield, winds up and throws to that hash mark. Looks like the Cowboys defense realizing they're giving up a bunch right there. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this one is. This is going to be a penalty, roughing the passer, 15 yards. Personal foul, roughing the passer, guys, against the Dallas Cowboys. This will be a penalty. Put 32 seconds on the clock here. Big penalty there for the Dallas Cowboys. Just a mental error here. Looks like the hit came in from Titus Wheat just a little bit late right there. Roughing the passer, 14 yards and forced at the 41-yard line. So that moves the Atlanta Falcons out to from the Atlanta 41 to the Dallas Cowboys 45. 1st and 10 from the Cowboys 45-yard line. Here's a snap and a handoff to the running back. This will be a short gain from Carter, a pickup of 2 yards down at the Dallas Cowboys 43. Does keep the clock ticking. 2nd down and about, we'll call that 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8. That should have been the final play of the quarter, guys. This should take us to the commercial break. Shout out to y'all. Let's go Easton Stick. We believe, says Jay Twice. I see you out there. They lined up for it for no reason. So they were heading towards the left side of my TV screen. When we get back from this commercial break, we will be heading towards the right side of the TV screen. So reset this, reset that. It will be a 2nd down and 8 on the other side of midfield. Nothing there changes. Okay, we will see this kind of flipping and flopping, but I see y'all out there. Aquastar saying LOL, much energy. Spike saying at Father Time, market 100. Tall order, Spike. Cowboys take the Eagles in game 1. I'm calling it. By the way, you can officially call it, bro. You can officially call it if you want to. I'll redirect you guys to my actual website where you can sign up for weekly pick'ems. Every week, guys, I will be giving away $100. $100. I'm going to be giving away $100 every single week, and it will be, I'm going to turn this back on. I'm going to be giving away $100 every single week to someone who can guess all of these right. It is super simple. It is free to play, guys. I'm not betting anyone anything. You don't have to put down any information. It's literally just give me your email, take a whack at this. If you get it right, I will reach out to your email so I can send you $100. It's that simple. And if you get them all right and someone else gets them all right, there are rules in there that are spelled out. All the rules and regulations for the weekly pick'ems are listed there for you guys. So I'm going to be giving out up to $1,700 during this football season, guys, and you can win $100 every single week if you go to footballnationusa.com and click on the Pick'ems tab. Click on the Pick'ems tab. It'll take you to where you need to go. Okay, shout out to you guys. Jay Twice saying we need Nathan Carter to get some rush attempts. You could pick games on this site, says Jeff Metterling. Aaron Micas says, let's go to Dallas Cowboys. Let's go Dallas Cowboys. That one criminal saying, we like it rough. Go Cowboys. Hazer saying, yo, what's up, Rob? Aaron Micas saying, let's go Dallas Cowboys. I see you, Aaron. Rock and roll. Falcons will win, says Carl Mills. But will the Falcons win in week 1? Will the Falcons win in week 1? Yes or no? It's a good question there. It's a good question there. 519 votes, guys. Thanks for doing the poll on who will win this game. Phrasing? Phrasing. Okay. All right, guys. Who will have the better season? Penix Jr. or Prescott? Here's the snap, guys, the windup and the throw. This one going to be on a 2nd down and 8. That'll be a good pass for 12 yards. That'll be a play for 12 yards right there. Easton Stick connects with Blair. This is good for a 1st down. It was a 2nd down and 8. A 12-yard pickup brings up a 1st down. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons to the Dallas Cowboys 31-yard line. I'll say it one more time. The Atlanta Falcons are at the Dallas Cowboys 31-yard line with a fresh new set of downs. Single back formation. Easton Stick under center. A man in motion. Here is the snap and a handoff on the jet sweep. That's going to be a big tackle for a loss. Sniffed out immediately there. And the Dallas Cowboys will get a loss of 6 right there. This will bring up a 2nd down and 16. Great job defensively by our Dallas Cowboys. Falcons still looking for their first points of the game. A 2nd down and 16 backs them up to the Dallas Cowboys 37. Easton Stick winds up and throws downfield. It's intercepted by the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to take a knee. This is going to be a turnover, and it'll be a 1st down for Dallas. Let's go. The Dallas Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen, will pick this one off, and pride full of pride going to flex right here on that play. This was a comeback route. It was probably a smart route, I don't know, but it was overthrown into triple coverage. I think Easton Stick was expecting a corner route to be run, or even just, that could have been just a simple go route or a fly route, but whoever the intended receiver was right there, off. It was intercepted. Dallas Cowboys get the football. Here we go. Let's stop the clock. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this one is. Maybe it's after the play. Let's find out what the flag is, guys. It's probably going to be against the Cowboys for sportsmanship. Okay. So let's find out what happens here. Okay, the officials are going to talk about it, guys. Let's us talk about what just happened right here. Easton Stick took the snap. Easton Stick took the snap. He dropped back. Mind you, they just needed to pick up a few yards here, man. They're at the 37-yard line, so, they're not too far from the end zone. The man who was lined up on this side downfield, he ran up and then did a comeback route, but it looked like Easton Stick was expecting him to keep going. So the football, he's running what thinks it's a go route. He throws to the go route, but the comeback happened, and the football was met there by 3 Dallas Cowboys jerseys. If the Cowboys didn't pick that one off, I would have had no faith in them. So the flag, let's find out what this one is, guys. There is a flag on the play. What? After review, wait a second. After review, okay, so apparently the Dallas Cowboys, there's a flag on the Dallas Cowboys for too many men on the field. So they had 12 men on the field. Guys, this situation right now, I shouldn't have moved it over. It's a 2nd down and 16. So it was a 2nd down and 16. Instead, it'll be a 5-yard penalty, and it makes it 2nd down and 11. So it's now 2nd down and 11. There was a penalty against the Dallas Cowboys for too many men on the field. So we had too many defensive players out there. We had 12 guys on the field. Terrible. So then that brings up a 2nd down and 11 to the Dallas Cowboys 31-yard line. Instead of it being an interception in Dallas Cowboys football, it is Falcons football once again. Here we go. 2nd down and 10, a shotgun formation. Here is the snap, dropping back, looking left. Going to wind up and throw. That's going to be a wobbled pitch, and that's going to be, looks like, safely in the dirt on 2nd down and 11. Becomes 3rd down and 11. Damn, why, says Jacob. We dissed the Falcons. Oil well, says Bob. What's up, Bob? What's up? Appreciate you guys. Guys, I say it all the time, but thanks for being here. Thanks for watching Football Nation with me. Thanks for hanging out with this guy who wears the tie even though he's at home in his office just kind of kicking it with y'all. Thank you guys for watching. What's up, Bobby says, hey, what up? And I said, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. 3rd down and 11, dropping back from the 32-yard line. Will wind up and throw. It's good enough for a 1st down. They needed 11 yards. They got 11 yards. It's 1st and 10 from the Dallas Cowboys, 31. 1st down pickup right here for the Atlanta Falcons, and the drive stays alive, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe that? Okay, here we go. So, a 1st and 10 now coming up here. I'm going to start the clock once again. A 1st and 10 coming up here for the Atlanta Falcons after that play. They are just outside the red zone at the 21-yard line. Atlanta with the football. Here is the snap and a throw to the left-hand side. Catch made by the back in the flat. Whoever that was, looks like it was Drummond who was on the grab. Drummond, a pickup of 4 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 6. And this does put us inside of the red zone, ladies and gentlemen. So we are now inside the red zone. Ooh, here we go. I don't like being on my – I don't love sitting. It's different. I don't feel like I need to be sitting like I had to be with the basketball games. Here we go, guys. 12 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. 2nd down and 6. Atlanta Falcons inside the red zone from the 17-yard line. 5 wide, flag coming in right now. This is going to be a false start on the offense. That blows this play dead. So a false start here, guys. That's going to be a penalty against the Falcons. Cool. And so it brings up a 2nd down and 11. 2nd down and 11. After the false start penalty here. 2nd down and 11, football at the Dallas Cowboys 22-yard line. It pushes them just outside of the red zone. Clock is hot once again. Here we go. Waiting for the snap, motion on the field right now. Takes the snap, Stick drops back, looks for Stick, looks for Corbin, and Corbin is there. Corbin makes the grab. Thank you, Brandy. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all. When I see it say, hey, Football Nation, I see you, Brandy. Appreciate you. Okay, thanks, Robert. Appreciate that. 3rd down and 16 coming up right now, guys. 3rd down and 16, looking left, throwing left, catch is made. This time on 3rd down and 16, looks like a pickup of about 8. So let's just go ahead and make it a 3rd down or a 4th down and 8 because that's what we're going to end up with here. 4th down and 8, 11 minutes and 19 seconds left to go. The Atlanta Falcons looking at another field goal opportunity here. They're down by 14, and they will not be getting the football to start the 2nd half. Dallas Cowboys cooking right now. Polly saying Jerry Jones should stand trial for breaking the hearts of so many Texans. Damn. Damn, Polly. Here we go, guys. 4th down and 9 is what I see on my TV screen. Here's the kick from Younghoe Koo. Let's see if he can knock this one back for the Atlanta Falcons. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Atlanta Falcons will score 3 points on the drive, guys. They now trail by 11 here with 10:45 left to go in the 1st half of this one. Let's stop the clock with 10:45 left to go here. We do have a trivia quiz coming up for you guys as well. Hope y'all are ready for it. Third and long. Giggity, said Bob. Let's reset all of this, reset that. Get out of the red zone here. We're going to get kickoff. It's going to be Cowboys football in just a moment. Okay. Okay, guys. 10:45 left to go. Let's read some chats and let's read some stats. So, let's take a quick look over here. Falcons offense this season, guys. This is what it looked like last year. So it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but most of the season was Kirk Cousins. Like, let's just be honest about that. Most of the season, it was Kirk Cousins. So do y'all really think that Michael Penix Jr. is that much better than Kirk Cousins? Because I still have my reservations. I still am not sold on Michael Penix Jr., and I think that Kirk Cousins wasn't given enough time to build the rapport that he needed with that team. I think they paid a ton of money last season to get Kirk Cousins just to draft Michael Penix Jr. in the first round, which to me was bananas, bro. Like, why would you do that? So, I don't know. Time tells the story, says Gary. I'm with you. Bob saying I agree. I'm not saying that the Falcons are going to have a rough season. I'm just saying that Kirk Cousins never got a full-on fair shot to be the guy, and I don't think he had enough time to mend with the team. So let's see. The score is going to be 0-55, says D1 Kumo Twin. You only win in the fourth quarter. That is facts. Kurt is down to earth, says Bob. I do like Kirk Cousins. Now, I'm hoping that the Dallas Cowboys defensively will get it together. My Dallas Cowboys, that's right, guys. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, in case you're new to the channel and you did not know. I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. We're not wearing the chain today. We're trying something different. Every day I wear the chain, the Dallas Cowboys lose. Lo and behold, the day that I don't put this thing up, we're up by 11 in the first half. So, let's see. Let's see, guys. All right. Back to... Let's get this turned off. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Cowboys fans, Falcons fans, wherever you are, whatever you're a fan of, I appreciate y'all being here. Let's turn this on for now. Appreciate all the new subscribers we've picked up. Let's see if we can get to, I guess, point one. Let's see if we can pick up 100 subscribers today. Not a long ways to go. Let's see if we can get there. Here's the kickoff, guys, and this is going to send the football over to the Dallas Cowboys. This will take a bounce and go through the back of the end zone, and the Dallas Cowboys will start this drive on the 20-yard line. Dallas Cowboys will start this drive on the 20-yard line. It's a good kick. It went into the landing zone and then went out through the back of the end zone. So the choice not to bring it out, a bad one for the Dallas Cowboys. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Dallas Cowboys will get the football. John Lund, I see you out there. John saying the Dallas Cowboys are my America's team. Sean saying he got his shot. He blew it. Another thing is that he wasn't honest about being healthy, says Sean. Wilford saying, you the man, Dallas Cowboys for life. Here's the snap, guys. 1st and 10. Here's the move, and Joe Milton will wind up and throw. That one is incomplete. That stops the clock with 10:38. 2nd down and 10 coming up after the incomplete pass right there for Joe Milton. Milton's pass was incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Football to the Dallas Cowboys 20-yard line still. I'm really hoping that Joe Milton can figure it out, because so far in this game, we've had 53 rushing yards and 60 passing yards for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's see what happens here on 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10. Shotgun formation, one running back to the left here. The handoff to the running back will go forward for a pickup of 1, and it looks like Jadon Blue is the man who carries. Blue will pick up a yard. 3rd down and 9 coming up. 3rd down. David saying, who are you rooting for, the Falcons versus the Dallas Cowboys? Low-key Falcons are going to lose this game for sure, 100%. Let's go, Dallas Cowboys. I'm a Cowboys fan, brother. Where is Grier at? 3rd down and 9. Another shotgun formation. This time Deuce Vaughn is in. No, that's still Jadon Blue. Here's the snap, and Milton will wind up and throw. It's tight coverage here. The catch will be made. They needed 9 yards. They only got 8. It brings up a 4th down and 1. 4th down and 1, guys. Dallas Cowboys at the 29-yard line. They only need 1 more yard. And America's team wouldn't be worse. The Browns on average. I don't know, man. I mean, on average, the Dallas Cowboys, I mean, Dak Prescott, what he typically does is win 12 or more games a season. That's kind of what Dak Prescott does. Here we go, guys. There's the kick. This goes back to the Atlanta Falcons, and the Falcons will get a quick 3-and-out here against the Dallas Cowboys. This kickoff going to go to the 20-yard line, signaled a fair catch, and we get a change of possession. So a change of possession. Let's stop the clock with 9:14. We'll let it catch up then if that's the case. Reset, reset, reset. Possession goes to the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons will get another drive right now. Dallas 100, and that's right, says Aquastar. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's do this one. This or that. This is an interesting question. This might be a confusing one for some of y'all, but I'm going to leave it up to interpretation and kind of just let you guys do whatever you think is right there. Are you in the mindset of YOLO, or are you in the mindset of save? Because spend could mean anything, right? Let's say you could save your money, or you could spend it on stocks. You're still spending it. You're buying it and trading it for stocks. So would you rather save your money? I mean, you could say save or invest, but it's an interesting way to word things. Words matter, and I'm wondering if this is going to trigger anyone out there right now. How many games are on right now, asked David. So we've got the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. The Philadelphia Eagles are up 6-3 over the New York Jets. We've got the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. The Dallas Cowboys are up 14-3 over the Atlanta Falcons at the moment. Bob saying invest. Invest. Looks like the Tennessee Titans are up over the Minnesota Vikings. They're also playing right here, right now. Looks like we got 4 games on at the moment. The other game being, looks like Chicago Bears is scheduled to start here in about 15 minutes. So we got the Chicago Bears and the Kansas City Chiefs going to be playing here in a moment. Okay. Thanks for the shout-out, says Bob. Anytime, Bob. Thomas checks into the chat saying what up, saying for Tom Matthews, saying hello. Or Tom Matthews, hello. Zuraya saying, Bob, hello. Dallas win. Here we go, guys. 1st and 10. We've got the Atlanta Falcons with the football. All of that is down below on the drive chart. It is mirroring my TV screen. Here is the run forward, a pickup of about 2 yards right here. This will bring up a 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8 coming up right here. Had that clock ticking the whole time. That's okay. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more time back on. 8:56 left to go. Here we go. So a 2nd down and 8 coming up after the 2-yard here, the 2-yard run from Dotson. So Dotson was the man who carried for the Atlanta Falcons. A 1st and 10 becomes a 2nd down and 8. Football to the 22-yard line. Atlanta with it here on their own 22. Stick takes the snap. He will drop back, look right, throw right. Catch is made. This will be a pickup of about 10 yards here, and Nash is there again. They only needed 8. They managed to pick up 10. That is going to be a 1st down here, Atlanta Falcons. 1st down Falcons. So the Atlanta Falcons pick up a big 1st down. 8 minutes left to go in this one. The clock is ticking. Easton Stick throws to the right-hand side, and Nash was just open. Nobody on him there. Nash was just open, guys. 8 minutes left to go. Single back formation. Easton Stick waiting for the snap here. He takes it. He fakes it. He drops. He looks left. He throws left. Catch is made. This will be a respectable gain. Call it a gain of maybe 7 yards right there. 2nd down and 3 coming up. Big pickup. Looks like that was Dotson again on the grab. So Dotson, a gain of 7, 2nd down and 3, 7.5 left to go. Bob saying off, Falcons. If you want to beat the Cowboys, run the ball up the middle, says Owl on the Prowl. Yeah, I don't like that the Cowboys just let Eric Kendricks go. He was doing so well for Dallas last season. I don't even know what happened to Eric Kendricks. Here we go, guys. 2nd down and 3. We've got a single back right now. Motion on the field. Showing blitz, the Dallas Cowboys will run, and they will get the man stopped right there. The blitz works. It's a pickup of just a yard. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. So 3rd down and 2. The Dallas Cowboys get a big stop there on 2nd down and short. It's now 3rd down and short. Can they convert? Bueno, vamos a ver. I guess we're about to find out. Spoke too soon, said Spike D. Here we go, guys. A 3rd down and 2. 3rd down and 2. Easton Stick in the shotgun right here. Stick waits for the snap. Takes the snap, drops back, throws to the flat. Big tackle made. Cowboys able to get the stop on 3rd down. It brings up a 4th down and inches. And they are going to use their dumb virtual measurement once again. It will bring up a 4th down, but they're going to take a minute to do this. It'll be a 4th down in inches. What is up, Nick? Thanks for checking in. Peter Hahn says, why not wearing the chain? We're testing out a theory today, Peter Hahn. I wore a blue tie instead. We're testing out a theory, bro. We got to see if the chain is why the Cowboys have been losing. They lost their first 2 games. Had the theory last year, never put the theory to the test. It's a 4th down and 1, and it looks like the Falcons look like they want to punt. Let's see if this is going to be a fake punt or if they're actually going to give this back to Dallas. Falcons. Here's the snap. There's the boot. And this one goes to the 8-yard line. We get a return to about the 15. A big hit on Moreno Cropper. That was a monster hit on Moreno Cropper. He goes down. Yikes. But he gets back up, bounces right back up. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the first half. I would have gone for it if I was the Falcons in that spot. Maybe not. They were on their own 41-yard line. Still, it's preseason, and they know they're not going to get the football to start the second half, so kind of is what it is. All right, guys, let's read some comments. Living like Larry, we had a punt. So let's move this over. Dallas Cowboys now have the football. Nice job, Cowboys. They decided to punt on 4th and inches, so the football is now there with the Dallas Cowboys. You can see that, again, on the chart down below. You can see where the dotted line goes bloop over to the other side, to the Dallas Cowboys side. All right, guys, put the chain back on, and if the Falcons come back, you know it's the chain, says T-Fishes. They're all playing way vanilla, says Jay Callie. I mean, it's preseason. They're just trying to see who can get the basics right now. JB Ray, what's up, JB Ray? Thanks for checking in. Hubertus Boy saying greetings, Falcons. What is up, Hubertus? Hubertus checking into that chat right now. You know what, guys? Let's do a quick one. Let's do a quick one. I don't think we did this one last time. Maybe we did, but if you are new to the channel, guys, drop 5 emojis. Whichever 5 you want. Whatever you want. Whatever you're feeling right now. Let's see it. This one is for the newbies. I want to give a quick shout out. Anybody who's been here less than 2 or 3 times, you are still a newbie in my book. If this is your first time and you don't normally chat on live streams, let's try something different today, man. It's Friday night. Let's have a little bit of fun, right? Any newbies out there? Get you a quick shout out. See what's up with you guys. I'll take my Chief, says Father Time. Robert Zamora dropping the cowboy hats. Julio Lucero saying, get you a Dallas Cowboys time, Mario. I know, my wife and I were just talking about it, Julio. The Vikings are losing pretty badly, 14-3 to the Tennessee Titans. Nick saying, Dak Prescott, 2025 MVP. What up, Nick? Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for dropping your 5 emojis out there. Aqua Star saying Minnesota versus Tennessee. It's also a 3-14 game. Stan, I see you, Stan. Rock and roll with the sunglasses, bro. Fist bumps to you, Stan. Cheers to you, homie. Brandy Wright says Wilfred Reed. What up, Wilfred Reed? David saying, I'm so happy that the preseason is almost over. I cannot wait to see the regular season. Me either. A 1st and 10 coming up here for the Dallas Cowboys with 5:30 left to go. This will be a handoff to their back. This will be a short gain right here. Okay, we can do it. Let's do that. We've got a 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. There's a handoff, and this will be a short gain here for Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn will pick up 4 more yards. This will bring up a 3rd down and 3 after that carry. So a 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Dallas Cowboys with 14:48 left to go. I'm typing in something into the chat right now. We'll leave this one up for 5 minutes. What up, Viking for life? Appreciate you. 3rd down, Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys, empty backfield. Here's the snap, dropping back. Winds up, throws, catch is made. That's Moreno Cropper. That's Flournoy. Flournoy on the grab. Good for a 1st down right here. 1st down, Dallas Cowboys. A big pickup there of 9 yards on 3rd down and 3. Will move the sticks, guys. It'll move the chains to the Dallas Cowboys 31-yard line, 1st and 10. We'll leave it up for a few minutes. The initial impact was chain. Here's the snap out of the offset eye. Here's the handoff. And this time Deuce Vaughn will go nowhere on the pickup. Deuce Vaughn, no gain. It brings up a 2nd down. So a 2nd down and 10 with looks like 3 minutes and about 30 seconds left to go. We're going to speed up the clock just a hair. Okay, guys, I'm going to go back to the play calling. I'm going to step away from the chat for just a little bit. We've got football on TV, so we're going to call the plays as they come in, y'all. When we get to the next commercial break, I'll read some of these chats and reassess. 2nd down and 10. Milton in a shotgun formation takes the snap. He will hand this one off to Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn tries to get around the left crease right there. He cannot do it. He will be dropped after picking up just 1 yard. It brings up a 3rd down and 9. 3rd down and 9, football to the Dallas 32. Cowboys still looking to get across midfield with 3 minutes left to go here in the 1st half. Cowboys offense tonight, interestingly enough, 64 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns, One of those touchdowns off the legs of Joe Milton. Another rushing touchdown off the legs of Jadon Blue. 3rd down and 9, Milton in the shotgun formation, waiting for the snap right here. He's got 3 receivers to the top of the screen. He will drop back. The blitz comes in. He will scramble. He will wind up and throw. Off balance here. A difficult throw. Just out of bounds right there. Intended for Holden. Pass incomplete, and that will bring up a 4th down and 9. That does stop the clock here as well. So a 4th down and 9 coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. 4th down and 9. Okay, guys. 4th down and 9 after that incomplete pass from Joe Milton. So I guess, let's see, 57% split. We only got 21 votes. I mean, my gosh. Not making any decisions until we get at least 100 votes. Let's see, not too shabby, says Nick. Peter Hahn saying, and your team. Oh, I know. But that's like saying that Troy Aikman should be wearing a jersey every time he calls a Cowboys game, which just doesn't make sense. 4th down and 9 coming up. Y'all know I'm a Cowboys fan. I ain't worried about it. Brandy's saying, LOL, y'all just want the Falcons to win. Okay. So a commercial break right now. We are in the middle of a transition here after the punt. So I think the Dallas Cowboys should have just punted right here. All of a sudden, we've got a delay. Not quite sure. There's a flag on this play. Let's find out what the flag is, guys. It's what I see on my screen with 2:19 left to go. Waiting for the call here, y'all. Waiting for the call. After the play was over, unnecessary roughness, number 45 on the kicking team, who was the Dallas Cowboys. So that's going to be a penalty here. Brian Anger punts 21 yards to the 47. Downed by Maffa. Penalty on Fairweather. Unnecessary roughness. 15 yards. And forced at the Atlanta 47. 1st and 10 coming up for the Atlanta Falcons. Here we go. So the Atlanta Falcons in good field position after this. This brings up a 1st and 10 for the Atlanta Falcons that are at the 37-yard line right now. Here's a snap and a handoff, and this run from the 37 goes down to the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. Carter around the left-hand side, 2nd down, and reset that. 2nd down and 7, maybe a 2nd down and 2 coming up right now after that big gain. This takes us to the 2-minute warning, guys, so let's just go ahead and put 2 minutes on the clock. This stops the clock one more time. 2-minute warning. Here we go. Okay, defense. Yeah, that's why this year is make or break for Dak, says Triple H. Triple T, Triple H. I'm sorry, I'm back in my my stuff for sure. My player is Joe Milton and Jadon Blue, says Day One Kumo Twin. D1 Kumo. What's up, D1? Brandy saying, night, Nick. See ya, Nick. Take care, my friend. Travis Hunt checking in right now saying, let's go, Cowboys. Appreciate y'all. Okay, guys, y'all keep that chat nice and warm. Those of you who are new, I do have a trivia quiz for you guys. Those of you who are new to the channel, ooh, got to turn the funky back up. You can hear the music change right there. I will have a trivia quiz for you guys during halftime, so we are 2 minutes away from that. Don't worry, I got you covered. I'm excited for the trivia quiz. It's going to be a good one. I got a good one for you, ladies and gentlemen. Still looking to pick up as many more as we can, guys. I want to see this list get to 300, 400, 500 people trying to compete for that $100 every single week. If we can get to 1,000 people every week trying to get to that, you know, maybe we can up the ante. Depending on how well the season goes, if we can get more than just $100 and we can make it a $500 pot, maybe we can make one of the games a $1,000 pot. I don't know, but that would definitely change the stakes. People would definitely be very interested right here. We're giving away $100 every single week, ladies and gentlemen. There. What was that? What? I don't like it. That was weird. I don't know what I'm... got a hotkey that's bouncing me back and forth from a graphic I didn't even know that I had. A graphic I didn't even know that I had. Saying that's muted, says Father Time. Okay, I don't even know why or how that happened. That was just really weird. But that's cool. That's fine. So we're still in the 2-minute warning, guys. When we get back, we will have the football in the hands of the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons have the football. It's a 2nd down and 2 at the Dallas Cowboys 30-yard line. Turn this off right now. Guys, y'all can check out my website, read some of the blogs that I put out there, get yourself informed with some of the new stuff that I've been posting on the football on my website on footballnationusa.com. Check it out. Someone's got a basketball, Jones. I do like me some basketball, bro. I've also got baseball graphics. You know, when we cover baseball, I will have some of these things out here for y'all. I do soccer as well. See if these pop up. No, that's okay. Anyways, yeah, I got some cool baseball stuff, y'all. That'll be coming up too. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry your pretty little head about that. We got a 2nd down and 2 coming up with 2 minutes left to go in this first half, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd down and 2, a handoff to the running back, a tackle by the Dallas Cowboys after about a 3-yard pickup. This should be good enough for a 1st down, but there's going to be a flag on the play, and it looks like it's going to be a holding against the Atlanta Falcons. So a holding against the offense. Coming out of the 2-minute warning, it's a 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down. It was a second down and 2. It becomes a second down and 12 after that play. Second down and 12 after that play. Here we go. 1:53 left to go. Okay. 1:53 left to go in the first half of this one. Second down and 12. Come on, Dallas. Let's go, Dallas. Hoping for the Dallas Cowboys here to get the W in this preseason matchup, the preseason finale. Real football coming at y'all in just a couple days, guys. Just a couple days. Here's the snap out of the empty backfield from the 40-yard line. The scramble happening here. Easton Stick cutting back. Hey, he's looking a little shifty. Doesn't have the wheels, but he did pick up about 4 yards on that scramble play here. It brings up a 3rd down and 8, so they get another chance here. 3rd down and 8. Jacob saying, woohoo, let's go Cowboys. Jacob Bart. Cheers to you. Someone call a timeout. The Fever game has 2 minutes left, says Father Time. 1:45 left to go. The clock has stopped here. Looks like Dallas did call a timeout. Dallas Cowboys maybe want one more run at it. Second down and 8 football to the Dallas Cowboys 36. The Dallas Cowboys called a timeout. I think they want to get a 2-minute drill in here with their team and see if Joe Milton can push the envelope. This will be interesting to see if Joe Milton can perform under a timed situation here. And maybe the hurry-up offense will work for the Dallas Cowboys this season. 3rd down and 8. Everything starts with this drive here, though, this next play here. A 3rd down and 8. Waiting for the snap. Easton Stick takes it. He throws a quick slant right there. The catch is made. Wow, 11-yard pickup for Nash. And Nash makes the grab. That actually looked like a bit of a stick right there. Just a quick jab inside comeback route for their tight end. And Nash doing a great job right there. Well done. First down here for the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons now at the 25-yard line of the Dallas Cowboys, just a few yards shy of the red zone. Can the Falcons score on this drive? Empty backfield. Here's the snap. Dropping back, looking left, looking right. In trouble. Stick sheds a tackle. Stick pump fakes. Another spin move. Stick looking all kinds of crazy out here. Long walk for a short drink of water. It does bring up a 2nd down and 8. A 2-yard pickup right there from the 25-yard line down at the 23. But you know what? It keeps the drive alive. It keeps the football in the hands of the Atlanta Falcons. And it puts the Falcons in scoring position. So I don't hate that move. Could it have been better? Yeah, definitely. But, hey, it is what it is. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, a 2nd down and 8 coming up here. 55 seconds left to go. I got to add 10 seconds on my clock here. Another timeout was called by the Dallas Cowboys. Looks like they do want to get that final possession in. I mean, they're just helping the Falcons on this drive, honestly. It's a 2nd down and 8. How much time do you think you're going to get back here, Schottenheimer? How am I doing, Julie? Thanks for asking, Julie. I'm doing very well. Thanks for checking in. Covering the Ravens tomorrow. Robert, do you know? I've got the 2 games I'm covering out tomorrow already, guys. I'm covering the Lions and the Texans tomorrow. And then I'm covering the there's a shot to the end zone. Bad pass right there. Stops the clock with 55 seconds left to go. 3rd down and 8. So a 3rd down and 8 on the incomplete pass. I've got 2 games tomorrow. I'm covering the Bills and the Buccaneers tomorrow. And I'm covering the Lions and the Houston Texans tomorrow. Love the scoreboard, says Janice. Appreciate that. I want to see that all season long. I got you. You're talking Cowboys up by 11? Yeah, I want to see that all season long too. 3rd down and 8 in a shotgun formation here. Easton Stick from the 23-yard line, still outside of the red zone. Waits for the snap. Takes the snap and drops back. Looks to the right, checks it down to the back. This is going to be good for a 1st down to the 10, to the 5. A diving play to the end zone. He's in, and it's a touchdown. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. And the Falcons will score 6 on that drive. A diving, leaping effort to the end zone. And that's Franks, who takes it. Number 84, Franks takes it all the way for those 23 yards. See, that's how you make a splash. That's how you fight for a roster spot. That's a good play right there. We can reset all of this. It will be Dallas Cowboys football after this extra point attempt. The score is about to be 10-14 with 48 seconds left to go here in the first half. Here's the hold. Here's the kick. The kick is up, and the extra point attempt is good. Dallas will have 48 seconds and one timeout to try to extend their lead before halftime. Let's ask the next question. Chain got 50, about 30 votes right here. Lions and the Bills at different times. Awesome, can't wait. Yeah, I've got 2 games tomorrow. So I've got the 12 o'clock game, the early game, which is going to be the Lions and the Houston Texans. And then tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m., we'll be going live for the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Donzel saying chain. Everybody wants the chain. Everybody wants the chain. Let's go ahead and put her on. That's better. All right. All right, bro. Let's go. Okay, bro. Let's go, though. It's preseason. Why not go for the conversion, says Livin' Like Larry. Good question. It's not the chain, it's the player, says Aquastar. Here's the kickoff, guys, and the Dallas Cowboys will kneel this one down in the end zone. We'll start this drive here at the – was it in the landing zone and then in the end zone? I think there's going to be another play from the 20-yard line. It's going to be a touchback. And instead of being at the 35-yard line because they don't know the rules right now, Dallas Cowboys going to start on the 20-yard line. So Dallas Cowboys now have 48 seconds and one timeout to get there. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, 1st and 10 coming up. Will the Dallas Cowboys be able to score on this drive? 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Joe Milton waits for the snap, waits for his man to get into position. Here's the 4-man rush. Milton in trouble. Milton sheds a tackle. Milton will wind up and throw with 42 seconds left to go. Stops the clock. The pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Football still on the 20. I mean, they could go 3 and out here and give the football back to the Falcons if they screw this up. Milton's got a good arm, says Triple H. Milton's got a full arm. Got a good arm. Now you deserve a full screen, says Peter Hahn. Here we go, guys. 2nd down and 10. I keep these stats out here for you guys, for you fantasy football fans. 2nd down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Here's the snap, and Milton will drop back. Milton will wind up and throw. This pass going to be broken up. That will stop the clock on 3rd down and 10 with 36 seconds. You know what I just realized? I really want pizza right now. Specifically like Grimaldi's pizza. There's a flag on the play, guys. I think this might be in favor for the Dallas Cowboys. It will be a flag. It is going to be against the Falcons, and it's going to be a roughing the passer call. Personal foul, roughing the passer against the Atlanta Falcons. 15-yard penalty from the 20-yard line. That puts us up to the 35 on the 15-yard penalty. Flag came in. He said, ball's out. Definitely hit him on that one. So, roughing the passer, Dallas Cowboys get a fresh new set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up for Dallas here from the 35. Here's the snap with 35 seconds left to go. Looks to the left, throws to the left, works his way out of bounds. Official saying stop the clock. 31 seconds left to go. This does bring up a 2nd down, so 2nd down and 4, a 6-yard pickup here. 2nd down and 4 coming up, this time from the 41-yard line. Hurry up offense. Milton takes the snap. Milton in the pocket will wind up and throw. Tough, good, strong hands right here. That does keep the clock ticking, though. It is connection, good for a 1st down. 1st down play, call that a pickup of, 6 yards there for Jalen Brooks. They got to go ahead and reset. It's a 1st and 10 now coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. Hurry up offense. Get that football set, bro. Okay. Reset the game clock here to 25 seconds is what I heard them say. They're going to punch it in when the official blows the whistle, unless the Cowboys use their final timeout, which I don't think they did. Okay, so he put the chain on, and now the game shifts, says Donald Smith. I don't know, man. It's interesting. That chain pressure, I really like it, says Aquastar. Let's go, bro. That's funny, dude. My lord. Frederick, I see you saying Roberto. Joe Milton. From the 47-yard line with 25 seconds left to go, the Dallas Cowboys all out of timeouts. They used one here. A wind-up and a throw. That pass incomplete off the hands. Off the hands. Is that Diggs? Holden. So I guess Diggs changed his number. Diggs. Okay, Holden was the intended receiver. I was like, is Trayvon Diggs out there like catching passes? What's going on? Pass is incomplete, guys. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Looks like 19 seconds left to go. The Dallas Cowboys out of timeouts. Here's the snap and a handoff to Deuce Vaughn. 15 seconds left to go. The clock is going to tick. Maybe enough time for one shot at the end zone. 10 seconds left to go. 3rd down and 8. Cowboys going to line up for it. 3rd down and 8. A spike with 3 seconds left to go. 3 seconds left to go. They're going to call the Hail Mary. 2 seconds left to go. 3rd down and 8. Maybe Brandon Aubrey can kick this one here. They are going to call on Brandon Aubrey. This is going to be from the 46-yard line, so add 18 yards. What is that, a 66-yarder? Another one? Is this going to be a 66-yard field goal attempt for Brandon Aubrey? Oh, man, here we go. It's a 64-yarder. 64-yard field goal here for the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go. Brandon Aubrey from the opposite side of the star. There is the kick. It's got the angle. It goes all the way, and it is good. Brandon Aubrey with a 64-yard field goal to extend the lead. To extend the lead to 17. 64-yarder was successful. 64-yarder was successful. So, Dallas Cowboys, we move on to halftime, guys, and that means it's time for our trivia quiz. All right, guys, if you stuck with me, stick with me just a little longer here. Let's move on to our trivia quiz for tonight. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Let's do this thing. Okay, guys, here we go. So I'm going to ask y'all a series of questions here. It's going to be A, B, or C. 3 simple questions. Curious to see if you guys know the 3 simple answers. Some answers simpler than others. But let's start with question number 1, guys. What is the name of the Atlanta Falcons mascot? Is it A, Freddie Falcon? Is it B, Frankie Falcon? Or is it C, Captain Falcon? Falcon Punch. What is the name of the Atlanta Falcons mascot? Is it A, is it B, or is it C? Father Time says B. Falcons fans, y'all better know this one. You got 5 seconds. Julio saying A, Country saying A. Most of you guys saying A. You guys are correct. It is Freddie Falcon, and he's been there since 1984, guys. They've used other Falcon mascots in the past, but he is supposed to be a peregrine falcon. Happiest looking peregrine falcon I have ever seen. Let's move on to question number 2. Question number 2, guys. Dallas Cowboys question. What year was Rowdy, the Dallas Cowboys mascot, born? Was it A, 1986? Is it B, 1992? Or is it C, 1996? What year was Rowdy, the Dallas Cowboys mascot, born? A, B, or C, guys? 86, 92, or 96? You guys should know this one. The answer is 1996. Guys, that was the last year that the Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl, was in 1996. Know what I'm saying? And they say that the Dallas Cowboys have not won a Super Bowl since because of the existence of Rowdy. They say Rowdy is the curse, and he is the reason that we have not won. All right, guys, next question. Bijan Robinson was drafted out of which university? Bijan Robinson, the running back for the Atlanta Falcons. Was he drafted out of Baylor? Was he drafted out of the University of Texas? Or was he drafted out of Texas Tech? What school did Bijan Robinson go to for college? A, B, or C? Guys, A, B, or C? Couple of mixed bag right here, guys. The answer is the University of Texas. Yeah, he was Texas Longhorn. 100%. Let's go. How about that? Before being drafted by the Atlanta Falcons. So just keep it all Texas right now. Y'all know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Let's move on to question number 4. Man, I am hungry. Question number 4, guys. Which Dallas Cowboy holds the franchise record for the most rushing yards in one single game? Not a career, not in a season. In one single game, which Dallas Cowboy player holds the franchise record for the most rushing yards? Is it A, Ezekiel Elliott? Is it B, DeMarco Murray? Or is it C, Emmitt Smith? Hurry, you're running out of time. Plug in your answers. You're running out of time. You got 5 seconds. Who has the most rushing yards in a single game here? The answer is DeMarco Murray. DeMarco Murray holds the Dallas Cowboys franchise record for the most rushing yards in a single game. He ran for 253 yards in one game back on November 4th, 2014, breaking the previous record that was held by Tony Dorsett. All right, guys, question number 5. Here we go. Who holds the Atlanta Falcons record for the most passing yards in a single game? Is it A, Matt Ryan? Is it B, Michael Vick? Or is it C, Kirk Cousins? Who holds the Atlanta Falcons record for the most passing yards in one single game? Again, not for the season, not in a career, but one single game. The answer, and we covered this game actually live when it happened, it was Kirk Cousins. We were live when that game happened, guys. That was last year on October 3rd, 509 passing yards, and yet Kirk Cousins finds himself on the bench, and Michael Penix Jr. is now the starter for this team. I'm telling you, man, I'm not super sold on the Penix Jr. thing. Let's move on to question number 6. Bet that blew some of y'all's minds. Which Dallas Cowboys legend won 3 Super Bowls and also won Dancing with the Stars? Was that A, DeMarcus Ware? Was that B, Emmitt Smith? Or was that C, Michael Irvin? Michael Irvin. What is it, guys? What do you think the answer is? A, B, or C? What is it, guys? A, B, or C? Good job. Most of y'all got that right. The answer is indeed Emmitt Smith. Guys, Emmitt Smith, the legendary Dallas Cowboys running back, won 3 Super Bowls with the Dallas Cowboys and won the 3rd season of Dancing with the Stars. So there he is right there, flexing, doing his thing. He can do whatever he wants with that bankroll. Question number 7, guys. Which Atlanta Falcons player holds the franchise record for the most receiving yards in one single season? Is it A, Calvin Ridley? Is it B, Drake London? Or is it C, Julio Jones? See, I tried to give you guys a simpler one, a more obvious answer here, a more obvious one out here to let y'all know who this could possibly maybe be. The answer is Julio Jones, guys. Julio Jones has the most receiving yards in a single season here. Yo, Julio, get the stretch. Loved Julio Jones when I first started playing fantasy football. Big fan of Julio Jones. Of course, his career is just about over, but shout out to him and the Falcons. Question number 8, guys. Which Dallas Cowboys player had the nickname Primetime? Is it A, Troy Aikman? Is it B, Deion Sanders? Or is it C, DeMarcus Ware? Which Dallas Cowboys player had the nickname Primetime? A, B, or C? 5 seconds. Oh, man, this one should be super easy. You guys are doing great on this trivia quiz today. Good job, guys. It is Deion Sanders, who played cornerback for the Dallas Cowboys, and also caught passes as well. This man was a two-way threat just like Travis Hunter, so that's pretty interesting. We've got another connection there to the NFL with his son Shador as a backup quarterback there for the Browns. Question number 9, guys. Who was the Falcons head coach during the 2016 Super Bowl run? Was it A, Mike Smith? Was it B, Jim Mora? Or was it C, Dan Quinn? I wonder how many of you guys remember that. I wonder how many of you guys were alive for that one, guys. Who was the Falcons head coach during the 2016 Super Bowl run? Mike Smith, Jim Mora, or Dan Quinn? A, B, or C? The answer, Dan Quinn, guys. If you guys did not know, yes, he is now the head coach for the Washington Commanders, and he was the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. But before that, he was the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons and took them all the way to the Super Bowl, where they infamously blew a 28-3 lead to the New England Patriots and lost the Super Bowl. But let's move on to the last question, guys. Question number 10. Who is the oldest active player on the Dallas Cowboys roster today? Is it A, Brian Anger? Is it B, C.J. Goodwin? Or is it C, Dak Prescott? Who is the oldest player, active player on the Dallas Cowboys today? A, B, or C, guys? A, B, or C? The answer is A, Brian Anger, guys, the punter for the Dallas Cowboys. He is 36 years old. C.J. Goodwin is 35 years old, and Dak Prescott, 32, 1 year younger than me, making, what is it? What's his contract? $60 million a year, making $60 million more dollars than I make a year. Love it. I should have played football. I should have been Dak Prescott instead. Okay, shout out to you guys. Thank y'all for playing this trivia quiz with me, guys. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't bring it up one time during this live stream, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. We are doing a promo right now for Underdog, guys. If it's your first play on Underdog and you've never signed up for it, you can use my link, guys. I've got it all over my website, but if you want the direct link, it's right here. I'm going to plug this one in real quick. If you guys want to sign up using my link right there, ladies and gentlemen, you will get $50 when you make your first $5 play on Underdog. So if you want to help a brother out, this does give me a small commission there as well for bringing in new members there to Underdog, and there's other ways to help out this channel as well. Be sure to share this live stream. Be sure to leave a comment, guys. I appreciate y'all participating during this one. Looks like Mongo got 8 out of 10. David Baco got 8 out of 10 right. Julio got 8 out of 10 right. Good job, guys. Y'all did great, man. This was looked like a much smoother much smoother quiz. All fresh new questions, but I'm going to go ahead and turn that off and move on to the next spot. Man, I got a bunch of sounds going on. Okay. All right, guys, let me get myself situated and get myself set back in here. So that was halftime. Let's get back to the game that's at hand. The Dallas Cowboys are up 17-10 over the Atlanta Falcons. And the Dallas Cowboys will get the football to start the second half here. Brandon Aubrey did kick us off to start the game. Let's reset this. It's going to be a first and whatever. Maybe, possibly reset that. Third quarter coming in hot. But let's take a quick look here. Take a look right underneath me right now, guys. We can look at some of these team stats. The Atlanta Falcons have had possession for 16 minutes and 49 seconds. Meanwhile, the Dallas Cowboys just 13 minutes and 11 seconds of possession right there. So let's just round 17 minutes of possession for the Falcons, 13 minutes of possession for the Dallas Cowboys, but Falcons are down 17-10. Third down conversions. The Dallas Cowboys have faced 6 third down situations here. The Atlanta Falcons have faced 8. You can see that right down below. Looks like the Dallas Cowboys converted half of theirs as well as the Atlanta Falcons, so both teams converting third downs at a 50% success rate, which when we look at it, guys, we talked about this earlier, third downs on offensively. Last season, they were converting at 39% success rate. And it's even worse for the Dallas Cowboys on third down. Dallas Cowboys on third down, 36% success rate. Today, both teams on third downs are 50%. Let's see where that number ends by the end of the day. If we look at total yards right here, we can also look at total yards. We'll do that on the head-to-head defensive comparison. Total yards given up by both of these teams today, guys. Looks like the Dallas Cowboys have given up 138 yards. which is kind of to be expected out of the Dallas Cowboys. Giving up 154 total yards. Both teams have put up about 150. So both teams kind of in the pocket for where we expect them to be at this point. On track to giving up 300 yards for sure. It's wild, man. That's okay, though. That's okay. So this halftime break is just about over. I need to scroll this down just a hair to get that centered again. Maybe not. Doesn't matter. Shout out to y'all. We got Bats saying Cowpokes. What up, Bats? Thanks for checking in. Travis Hunt saying let's go Cowboys. LeVar Kelly, I see you in the chat. Martin, Maria, Father Time, Eye to Eye. What is up, Eye to Eye? Welcome back. Bats Capo. I see you, Bats. LeVar Kelly, the Italian Santa Claus. Aquastar, Oscarito Aviles. Got 10 out of 10, says Oscarito. Bob saying there still is time. Dallas Cowboys lined up to receive. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Okay, Dallas Cowboys lined up to receive. Third quarter getting started right here, right now. What's up, Bats? Okay. So is that a Latin play on Bathead? Are you an Aussie fan? Bat Capo? It's Bats Capo, right? I see you playing the drums out there. Honestly, bats and then drum set, my brain immediately goes to Avenged Sevenfold. Peter Hahn with a $20 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, Peter. Peter Hahn working his way to the top of the list now. That's for sure on this channel. Biggest contributor on this channel, helping the channel stay healthy from a financial standpoint. Thank you, Peter. Cheers to you, my friend. All right, guys, Dallas Cowboys with the football. 1st and 10 to start the second half here from the 35-yard line. Dallas with it. Milton will throw to the left-hand side, puts that out of reach for Brooks. That pass incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up for Dallas. 2nd down and 10 coming up here for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's move this over to the Cowboys side. Peter Hahn is a legend, D1. Peter Hahn is a legend. We're actually going to have to move him up here on the scrolling text. Looks like Peter Hahn, with that one donation there, is now officially the #1 donor on the channel this month. Here's the handoff, guys, to the left-hand side up to it looks like the 39-yard line. 2nd and 10 from the 43. 4-yard gain. 3rd and 6 at the 39. 20, I can't math. I'm going the opposite way. I'm trying to count down when I should be counting up. We're still not across midfield. 3rd down and 6, 40-yard line, 39-yard line. Here we go. 3rd down and 6. Let's get the clock ticking. Dallas Cowboys with the football. Joe Milton in the shotgun formation, motion on the field, waiting for the snap. Dallas Cowboys waiting to make a move here. Milton takes the snap. He drops back. He's chased from behind. He will scramble. He just needs to pick up 6 yards. Does he get there? I think he's short. They're going to call this a 4th down and inches here. Let's see where they spot it. It's going to be a 4th down and 1, 4th down and a half. Aaron Sanders saying Jackson State star number 53, James Houston, is the problem. Great sack early, says Aaron. What's up, Aaron? Falcons literally win the game against Lions. Well, let's see what happens. 4th and 1, 44-yard line. Here's the snap. They go for it. Milton will fake the handoff, gets a big block ahead of him, gets that football all the way out for a gain of 18. Joe Milton picking up a 1st down for the Dallas Cowboys. 1st down, Dallas Cowboys. 1st down, Dallas Cowboys. Here we go. Okay. All right, y'all. So that's going to bring up a first down. They went for it on 4th and 1. Dallas Cowboys showing the chutzpah to try to get a win heading into the season. This takes them all the way across midfield, and the Dallas Cowboys on 1st and 10 are at the Atlanta Falcons 38-yard line. Joe Milton will take the snap. He will wind up and throw. Delivers a beautiful pass to Holden, who keeps both feet in bounds. That is good for about 11 yards is what it looked like on my screen. They're saying that Holden wasn't there. It looked like a first down to me, ref. Let's just double check this here. Where did Holden make that catch? He was on the comeback, but it looked like, I don't know, man. That looked like a first down to me. I would challenge that. Either way, it's going to be a 2nd down and 1. Can't say either way because a 2nd down and 1 is very different than a first down. Here's a 2nd down and 1, a deep shot downfield to the end zone, and this one is caught from the 29-yard line. Brooks is there on 2nd and 1. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. What was that, bro? Joe Milton just delivered a rocket, a moon ball out there, and Brooks went for it. He caught the football, both hands, protected it, wrapped it up. Big play for 29 yards, and that's 29 air yards. That was not yards after the catch. That was Joe Milton dropping a dime right there. Catch was made, and the Dallas Cowboys are up 23-10. First time I've been impressed by a Joe Milton throw right there. Here's the extra point attempt. That point attempt is good. The score is now 24-10. The Dallas Cowboys doing all right, baby. Dallas Cowboys doing all right, baby. Maybe the chain is working today. Okay, it's not the chain. I concede, says Brandy. Okay, it's definitely not the chain. Dallas Cowboys up 24. Maybe it's the jersey. Maybe it's the jersey, not the chain. Milt the stilt, says Bob. Falcons looking sick, son. Yeah, sick like green sick. Okay, guys. So this takes us to another commercial break. Peter Hunt saying, I am not cheap. I love it. You are not, Peter Hunt. I appreciate you, sir. I finally found a team that's worse than the Cowboys, says John Rowe. William Stallcup saying, let's go Dallas Cowboys, eye to eye. Eye to eye saying the chain definitely dripping right now. Love it. Okay. What up, Janice saying, yay, let's go. Okay. Let's see. Today was what, Friday? So a quick question you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Did you have to work today? Happy Friday. If you had to work today, everybody's working for the weekend. Shout out to you, goofball, saying, have you got a West Ham chain or something? A West Ham chain? Maggie Liz saying Cowboys looking good against the Falcons seconds. I wish you the best, Mario, but I don't think so, says Maggie. Clayboy saying it's because we have no starters, says Clayboy. Nobody has any starters. Nobody has any starters right now. David saying the Atlanta Falcons. Milton heard you put the chain on is what happened. Overtime every day, says Robert Zamora. Working overtime every day. D1 Kumo Twin saying I go to school. Listening and driving. Hey, going to school is definitely a full-time job, except you don't get paid for that in cash. I'm checking my lottery ticket, says Maggie Liz. Went to a Loverboy show. Never heard of Loverboy. Is that like one of those island boys? It's a scrimmage, but some things still matter, says Eye to Eye. You're right, dude. Oh, that's a great one. You just reminded me. You just reminded me of one of my favorite Q&As. Cowboys for life, says Jacoby. All right, guys, here we go. So let's reset all of this. The Dallas Cowboys are up 24-10. They are about to kick this one off and send it back to the Atlanta Falcons. About to have a 1st and 10 right now. Here's the kickoff. Falcons will return this one up to the 20, the 25. A flag already on the play. Let's find out what the flag is. Out to about the 27-yard line with 12 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Let's put some more time back on the clock here as well. So 12:20 left to go, guys. We got a flag on the play. Let's find out what it is. There's a flag. Let's find out what it is. Oh. Oh. You guys, I was tripping right now. Okay, there's a penalty. You guys just thoroughly embarrassed me. The answer to my own trivia question, there's a flag on the play, ladies and gentlemen. The penalty here was illegal formation, 5 yards against the kicking team. So this is going to be a flag against the kicking team. Dallas Cowboys, they'll enforce that after the return here. That brings the football out to the 38, guys. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Flags coming in right now. That'll back them right back up, except it'll be a 1st and 15 here, a false start against the offense. I saw a false start, so what? They called that encroachment, so it went the other way. Got it. I got it, guys. A 1st and 5 coming up right now. Maggie Liz saying, how does one become a moderator? Just frequency. Just frequency. There's no, like, application you got to fill out. It's just show up and pass the vibe check, Maggie. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. This time around the left-hand side, it'll be a loss of a yard. This will bring up a 2nd down and 6. It was a 1st and 5. Looks like a loss of a yard, 2nd down and 6. They're going to call that no gain, so a 2nd down and 5. Let's start the clock once again. Okay, guys, on offense, the Atlanta Falcons have the football. That better only be a preseason mistake, says Bob. When will Grier play in this game? I don't know. He should have already been out there. Here we go. We've got a 2nd down and 6 coming up right now. Easton Stick waiting for the snap. He takes the snap. He will hand this off. Breaks through the middle. Up to the 50. The 45. Down shy of the 40. Out to the 42-yard line here into Dallas Cowboys territory. Corbin gets the carry on 2nd down and 5 and breaks off a 19-yard chunk right there. Good for an Atlanta Falcons 1st down. 1st down, Atlanta. A 19-yard run takes them out to the Dallas Cowboys 43. The play comes in quickly. A throw to the right-hand side. A catch made for a gain of 6 here. This time, Blair makes the catch. This will bring up a fresh new set of downs. A 2nd down and 4. After this, hurry up offense. 2nd down and 4. The Falcons are moving quickly here. No huddle. Here's the snap. Easton Stick will hand off to the back. They go backwards, and this will finally slow them down just a beat. 2nd down and 4 becomes 3rd down and 8 after the bad play call right there. So 3rd down and 8. The Atlanta Falcons inside of Dallas Cowboys territory at the 41-yard line. All of these plays coming in rapid succession right here. The camera was panned over to Kevontae Turpin on the sideline. They were having a side conversation with him, but quickly now the Atlanta Falcons are facing a 3rd down. 3rd down and 8 from the 41-yard line in Dallas Cowboys territory. A shotgun formation with 3 receivers to the left. Easton Stick takes the snap against a 4-man rush. He's out of time. He gets wrapped up. He will get sacked by the Dallas Cowboys. Let's go. That'll be a loss of 6 yards and keeps the clock ticking. 4th down and 14 to the Dallas Cowboys 47. Will Younghoe Koo be able to knock it back from here? So a 4th down and 14 field goal unit might be able to take care of this one. They're at the 47. Something tells me they'll probably kick a field goal. Not quite sure what the distance is here. So the 47, let's add, 18 yards? So 47 plus should be the punt team. Yeah, Younghoe Koo's not going to kick this one. Here we go, guys. There's a punt instead. So no, it's not going to be a field goal. It is a punt. And they will put the Dallas Cowboys on the 20-yard line. Punt unit comes out. Let's stop the clock here. 9:23 left to go. Dallas Cowboys will send out Will Grier, as you guys asked for it. So Will Grier now out on the field for the Dallas Cowboys. He will be the quarterback at this point. Good job on the sack, Dallas Cowboys, says William. Appreciate you, William. Appreciate you, David. Mucktube University. What up, Mucktube? I see you out there. I got an eye for that. They better get a turnover right here. All right, guys. Let's ask a new question since you guys were talking Loverboy with me and I was like, who's that? And I just sang their song. Let's ask you guys, what was your first concert? What was your first concert? My first concert ever was System of a Down. And I've been a rock and roll fan ever since, bro. Ever since. Quick look right here to all of these guys. Shout out to all of our channel members. Appreciate you, channel members. I believe both teams are about equally matched right now. Peter Hahn is a GOAT, says D1. George Strait for Robert. Oh, my exes live in Texas like I'm George Strait. Father Time saying Yanni. Foghat and Foreigner. Foghat, Foreigner. Okay. My first rock concert was Kid Rock in 1999, bro. Kid Rock in 99. That's so funny. Purple Pixie Lorinda saying Pink Floyd, talk about a trip. LeVar saying X gon' give it to ya. Ian saying the second Astro World. Okay. I think I'll have myself a beer, says Michael Santana, the Dropkick Murphys. Nice. The Bee Gees. Okay, I like that one, Maggie Liz. First concert ever, the Bee Gees. I like it. Did someone say Kiss? Bob says probably Kiss. Wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. Okay. Loss for the Falcons, says Janice. Linkin Park, bro. Linkin Park, you said for the Meteora Tour, but their Hybrid Theory album, hands down one of my favorite albums of all time, guys. REO Speedwagon. Heard it from a friend who... Okay, all right. Okay, now, ladies. Rick Springfield, Deep Purple, says John Dietz. Chain for Life, Kid Rock rocks, says Maggie Liz. 1st and 10 coming up. Dallas Cowboys with the football here from the 20-yard line. After the touchback, Dallas Cowboys with the football. Will Grier, the quarterback who is in, he will hand this one off to Jadon Blue, and Jadon Blue will pick up about 5 yards on the play. This brings up a 2nd down and 5. Can Jadon Blue show us why he was drafted? This will start the clock, keep this one ticking. Led Zeppelin. Ooh, that's a hell of a concert. Like it. Love it. I want some more of it. 2nd down and 5. Dallas Cowboys with the football here. A 2nd down and 5 for Dallas at their own 25-yard line. Let's see if they can pick up some yardage here. 2nd down and 5, a man in motion. Here's the snap and a handoff to Jadon Blue again, who tries to cut back but runs straight into that left guard and tackle, left defensive end and tackle there. This will bring up a 3rd and 3 after a 2-yard pickup for Jadon Blue. 3rd down and 3, 8 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. I'm going to leave that ticking right there. Okay, 3rd down and 3. 8 minutes on the board. Will Grier, the quarterback who's in, will it go off of his arm? Here's the snap. Another handoff. Jadon Blue knows he needs it. Jadon Blue is stuffed. The Atlanta Falcons defense doing their job and getting the stop right there. This will bring up a 4th down and 2, and the Dallas Cowboys will end up having to punt this football themselves. Dallas Cowboys, it's a 4th down and 2 from their own 20-yard line. They're going to send this one back off. I saw Poison and other groups in Wisconsin. Nice. What was that, Summerfest? I saw the Beach Boys and the Go-Go Dolls, says the Goo Goo Dolls, I'm guessing. The Beach Boys. Ba 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 brand. Here's a return here for the Atlanta Falcons. They will not bring that one out very well. That was a great punt right there for the Dallas Cowboys. Brian Anger, the oldest man on this roster, sends this back to the Atlanta Falcons. 7 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. This will bring up a first down for the Falcons, who now recover and gain possession. Football will be at the Atlanta 20-yard line. Okay, guys. So most of y'all, again, we don't really care about the final outcome of this game. It's preseason. We're here to just shoot it, right? We're here to just chill. Manuel Torres dice Van Halen. Así, Van Halen with the J. I love that, Manuel. Dale. Okay, accept balls to the walls. But we've got the biggest, the go-go roll on floor laughing. Hey, he wrote go-go dolls. I'm not just, he wrote go-go, not goo-goo. I'm just calling it like I see it. Okay, let's see. If I was on an island, I would pick the Beatles or the Rolling Stones just because they made so many songs and so many albums. So I would just never run out of music. Dude, big facts there on the Beatles especially. But I don't know. There's a couple Rolling Stone songs that I like. I'll never be your beast of burden. All I want is for you to make love to me. Am I strong enough? Yo, okay, so there's a couple good songs there. Do I think Joe Milton gets out right now? Yeah, football edits. Joe Milton is already gone. Joe Milton is out. Will Grier is the quarterback that's in right now. AC/DC, says Manuel Torres. The Stones rock. Get it? Ba-dum. You would think that a Stone is. But does a Rolling Stone connect Moss? Tool was damn good. I never got into Tool, bro. Tool just wasn't it for me. I don't know why. Tool wasn't my favorite. Early Stone's good too. Metallica is better. Jacob saying, give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Bro, I do like Metallica. I used to hate Metallica until, and you guys can make fun of me, I used to hate Metallica until I picked up Metallica Guitar Hero. And I play guitar. At least I thought I did. And then I started playing like those Metallica solos. Bro, like Metallica Guitar Hero was sick, dude. Who do you regret not seeing, Tom Petty? Yeah, that's one. That'd be fun. Metallica jams hard, says Eye to Eye. Metallica at Woodstock was the best show I ever went to, says the Italian Santa Claus. Here we go, guys. 1st and 10. Atlanta Falcons with the football from the 20. Here's the snap in the pocket. Pressure coming in. A windup and a throw. No gain. Catch made on the right-hand side. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. Clock will continue to tick. Easton Stick is still in at quarterback right now. Falcons with the ball. 2nd and 10. Queen. I do like Queen as well. Freddie Mercury with his voice stands alone. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I'm gonna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now. 2nd down and 10. Here we go, guys. Atlanta Falcons with the football from the 20-yard line. Drops back, will wind up, fires, delivers, catch is made. A gain of 20 before going down. Call it 21 to Blair, and that's a 1st down for the Atlanta Falcons. 2nd down and 10 becomes a 1st and 10. Big play right there. Easton Stick, cool, calm, and collected as he delivered that one. Great job by Blair. Took the hit for sure. Okay, guys, 1st and 10 now. Atlanta Falcons up to the 41-yard line. They are inside of Falcons, their own territory, have yet to cross midfield. Easton Stick on 1st and 10 with 6 minutes left to go will stand under center while we wait for this snap. Here's the snap. It's going to be a toss to the left-hand side. Cowboys all over it, but he will still pick up some good yardage there on 1st and 10. Corbin, a gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. Here we go. 5:40 left to go. 5:40 left to go. What's going on to my beautiful wife who just checked in saying woo football? Hello? Gorgeous? Distorted audio. I see you out there. Saying Ghost and Gajira. Never heard of them. Death Grips was also an absolute powerhouse. Here's the snap on 2nd down and 5. Guys dropping back, looking right, looking left, throwing left. Easton Stick putting it about 3 inches too high for his intended receiver there, who was Simon. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 5, and it'll stop the clock on that play. So it was a 2nd down and 5. Good opportunity right there. 2nd down and 5 becomes a 3rd down and 5, and the situation quickly becomes a little more dire here. Atlanta Falcons with the football, 3rd down and 5. 5:15-ish left to go here. They're going to call it 5-12. Let's see if they can convert. Falcons down by 14. You could call this garbage time. 5 minutes left to go. Here's the snap with some extra protection. A 4-man rush comes in. Doesn't matter. Delivers the throw out to the left-hand side. The catch is made by Matthews, and that's a gain of 8 yards when they only needed 5. 1st down, Atlanta Falcons. Looks like they're going to hurry up and get back to the line of scrimmage. Let's get a 1st and 10 coming up right now after that pickup. 1st and 10 across midfield to the Dallas Cowboys 46-yard line. Atlanta Falcons are on a drive. So far, this drive has been 5 plays, good for 34 yards on this drive so far. According to ESPN, the Dallas Cowboys have an 88.7% probability of winning here. Here's the snap, dropping back from the 46-yard line. Easton Stick steps up through the pocket. He will scramble. He will give himself up, but not before picking up the required yardage for a fresh new set of downs. Fresh new set of downs. 1st down here, Atlanta Falcons down at the Cowboys 34. A run from the 46 to the 34. Easton Stick scrambles for 12 yards. 4 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter, and this drive has quickly become something that's got the Cowboys just backing up. They're on their heels. They're playing backwards. Can the Cowboys get their footing and stop giving up ground? 1st and 10 at the Dallas 34. Single back formation. Easton Stick waits for the snap. Here it is, a handoff to the running back, barrels his way forward and picks up about 8 yards. Dotson in at running back here, and he picks up 8 yards. A team tackle by Harris and Hall for the Dallas Cowboys, but they give up 8 yards on that 1st and 10. 2nd down and 2 coming up here. This is going to be a really good spot for the we're approaching the red zone here, guys. Falcons, they know they need to score. They're behind by 2 touchdowns, and there is still time. Cowboys fans are watching nervously. You can see the confidence not fully there in the Dallas Cowboys right now. I would be lying if I said I wasn't feeling a little bit of that myself. Offset I, 2nd down and 2. 26-yard line, the snap and a handoff this time. A stuff right here. 3rd down and 1. The Cowboys get a stop right there, giving up just 1 yard. Big stop there by Barron and James. And so the Dallas Cowboys have stopped the Atlanta Falcons on a 2nd down and 2. They're calling it a 3rd down and 1, and the clock stays hot. Will the Falcons get the 1st down, or can the Cowboys get the stop? 3rd and 2, Cowboys 25-yard line. Motion on the field showing blitz. There's the handoff. This will be a gain of just enough. Where are they marking it? This is going to be enough for a 1st down, guys. I see the chain crew already, the officials making this motion to move the sticks. That should be 1st down, Atlanta Falcons. 2 minutes left to go. This is a bad give up there on 3rd down there. The Cowboys really needed that stop, y'all. Cowboys absolutely. Bad Company was a sick game, bro. Y'all talking about video games right now? Dude, Left 4 Dead, one of my favorites. Hold on, that's the next one. That's the next one here. 1st and 10. Here's the snap, guys, from the 24-yard line. A handoff to the running back, and it looks like Corbin will pick up about 8 yards on that play. This brings up a 2nd down and 2. 2nd down and 2. Hey, look who's here. 2nd down and 2. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. He hears Dada yelling. He hears Dada yelling. Hi, baby man. Hi, little baby man. We got a 2nd down and 3. Do you want to see if the Dallas Cowboys can get a stop? Yeah, let's see if the Dallas Cowboys can get a stop. It's a 2nd down and 3, little baby man. We got a 2nd down and 3. Yeah. Look, he's wearing a Dallas Cowboys jersey. Let's go. We're repping the Dallas Cowboys. 2nd down and 3, baby man. Uh-oh. Second down and 3, baby man. The Dallas Cowboys look like they get the stop. Look like he get the stop. It's a 3rd down and 1. They got the stop. They did a good job, baby man. They did a good job. One of these days, he's going to get so fired up for the Dallas Cowboys. 3rd down and 1, buddy. Let's see if it happens. Let's see if it happens. 3rd down and 1. He's watching the game. He's straight up watching. He's literally locked in over there. You see it? Oh, man, he's definitely watching it right here. 3rd down and 1. Can the Cowboys get a stop? Maybe not. Maybe we need to cover your eyes. Let's see what happens. 3rd down and 1. There's a handoff, and it will be a 1st down. Oh, Cowboys gave up the 1st down. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Best co-commentator ever at this set, says Brandy. Well, we love you, little baby man. Thanks for bringing him up. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The Dallas Cowboys do give up a 1st down on that play. It'll be a 1st and goal when we get back from the commercial break. Let's go ahead and get ourselves focused back into out of dad mode and back into commentary mode. My apologies. Of course, I never apologize for my son being on camera, but my apologies for having to totally go into soft dad mode here in the middle of that. Let's ask the question that I wanted to ask earlier, guys. What is the greatest video game of all time? What is the greatest video game of all time, guys? Greatest video game of all time. Go ahead and leave it in the chat area. What do y'all think? What is maybe the most nostalgic video game of all time? Maybe the most, I don't know, man. Look, one of my favorite games ever, Conker's Bad Fur Day on the N64. David saying Grand Theft Auto. Let's see, Modern Warfare 2, bet, dude. I did like dude, Modern Warfare 2 was sick, but I really liked Black Ops. When Black Ops came out, I remember staying up all night, sleeping on a Walmart floor. This is before, like, everyone was ordering stuff online. This was back, like, right at 2010, before all of that stuff got really popular. And I remember sleeping. I was 18 years old. I was sleeping on the floor on Black Friday, waiting to pick up. I think I might have been 19. Either way, not the point. Point is, yeah, that game was sick. 007, GoldenEye, or what? Italian Santa Claus. Bats, Capo saying Castlevania. Classic. Street Fighter, says Jonathan Combs. So you can. Let's scroll down just a little bit. Mario Kart, for sure. I do like Super Mario. I am. Let's see. Pac-Man in the house. I see you, Jeff Metterling. Mongo saying Zelda. I can get down with Zelda. I do like the original Tomb Raider. Dude, the original Tomb Raider was so much fun, Italian Santa Claus. Call of Duty, Shadowbane, says Brandy. I play Free Fire. Nice. Super Mario Bros? Question mark for sure. You know what game I like to play? You know what game I like to play? Football Nation Pick'ems. This is one of my favorite games to play because you can win $100 every single week. And if you have not signed up to do so, you just got to go to my website, footballnationusa.com. Go to where it says Pick'ems. You can make your picks, guys, and win up to $100 every single week. Guys, shout out to LaShawn saying, Mario Kart, I see you, we golf, and NFL 2K5. I didn't even know that NFL made a 2K. You saying like Madden? 1st and goal. Let's get back to the action here. 1st and goal, guys. Atlanta Falcons with the football to open up the 4th quarter. We got 15 minutes left to go in this one. A toss to the right-hand side. Cutting back in. Goes down after the tackle. That'll be no gain right here. 2nd and goal. Comes up from the 10-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line right now. Madden 26. Someone say Galaga. Galaga. For sure. Black Ops 6, says Jacob. No, I'm talking like just the original Black Ops. Okay, guys, 2nd down and goal. Let's start the clock once again. Going to probably take a whole minute off right here. Winds up and throws the catch. Not made. A wide open play right there. And Blair could not hang on to the football. 14 minutes and 17 seconds left to go. Easton Stick looking at him like, bro, you've got to be kidding me. He was in there. It was a perfect slant route, too. Oh, man, it was a dual slants right there. Couldn't quite get it. My Chemical Romance is a good listen live. My Chemical Romance is great, bro. I'm not okay. Here we go. 3rd down and goal, guys, from the 10-yard line. Clearly, I am not okay. There's something wrong with me. 3rd down and goal. Here's the snap. Easton Stick will wind up and throw it into the hands of a Dallas Cowboy who cannot hang on to it either. Does Easton Stick have butter on that football? Or is it just butter on everyone's fingers? Harris needed to make that catch. He did not make it. It's now a 4th down and goal from the Dallas Cowboys 10-yard line. We'll likely get the field goal unit out here for the Atlanta Falcons, but maybe not. I love Kurt Warner. He's my favorite, says David Del Prince. Jungwei Koo to kick this one. Gauntlet Arcade was the best game ever. Gauntlet Arcade. Here we go. 4th and goal coming up right now. A 28-yard field goal attempt for the Atlanta Falcons. This kick will go up, and this kick on 4th and goal will be good for the Atlanta Falcons. The score, ladies and gentlemen, is now 13-24, and it's an 11-point game. Dallas Cowboys with the lead. Dallas Cowboys with the lead. Does anyone love this game so far, says Jeff Metterling? It's close. The Dallas Cowboys are up. I'm with it. I played Gauntlet. It was fun. Dude, Gauntlet was sick. Have you guys hit the like button yet? Look, I know we've probably got a couple hundred people watching right now. Not wearing your jersey, bad luck, says Mark McKay. I don't think so, Mark. I don't know. I think it might have been good luck. Tim Tebow. Tebow time was nuts, says T-Fishes. Remember Golden Axe? No, I don't remember Golden Axe. Didn't really play that one. Need for Speed is kind of where I fell in love with a lot of music, man. What about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, like the originals? Tony Hawk's Underground was a lot of fun, too. There you go. Junkie just name-dropped it. Yeah, bro, let's go. Let's go, Junkie Jit. 100%, man. What is that? The Italian Gross, he's saying, boo, Mario, the Golden Axe. Never saw it. Let's see. Streets of Rage 2, America's team for the win, says Jacob. Bubba Fat saying Streets of Rage. What about Rampage? Y'all remember Rampage? That was a good one. Is Jim Kelly one of your favorites? Cannot say that he is, David. Anyone love Jim Kelly in the chat? Asks David. Reading some comments right now. LeVar Kelly saying Donkey Kong, bro. Let's go. Shout out for Donkey Kong. Looks like Greatness saying Golden Eye. We still have the N64 plugged in downstairs. Like, I literally have an N64 with games that we still play. Christina, my wife, saying Baldur's Gate. We have been playing. We actually need to pick up our Baldur's Gate and get back to it. But all of the original Baldur's Gates. Nice name drop by my wife right there. Thank you, Christina. I love that. Baldur's Gate for sure. 1080 on N64. Let's see. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was a lot of fun. That one was a really good one. Rocket League. I see a lot of people play Rocket League, but I don't really. 24/7 Sky saying Doom. That's a good one. Santa Claus saying I never played Baldur's Gate. I got to get in on that. Dude, you got to get in on that. Baldur's Gate is 100% like where it is at. Rumble. Yeah, let's get ready to rumble. Julio Lucero. Duck Hunt on Nintendo? Duck Hunt is a solid game, too. I do really like playing Duck Hunt. If you've got the right tools, obviously. Killer Instinct. We always talk about that. Cinder. Killer Instinct is a great one. All right, guys. Dallas Cowboys get the football back. We're down at the 23-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for our Dallas Cowboys here. 1st and 10 coming up for Dallas. With 14 minutes and 10 seconds left to go, I'm going to step away from the chat, guys, because we know how this goes. Guys, Tekken for sure. Resident Evil for sure. Tecmo Bowl. What about Dragon Ball Z Budokai on PlayStation and PlayStation 2? What about Crash Bandicoot back in the day, bro? Y'all remember those games? Okay, I got to step away from the chat. We are play calling right now. We still have 14 minutes left to go. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Two receivers to the top of the screen and one to the bottom. Will Grier takes the snap. He drops back. The blitz, he scrambles. He's chased down from behind, and Grier will pick up 3 yards on that play. 2nd down and 7 coming up. Football now to the Dallas 27. Football to the Dallas Cowboys 27. Do I have 2 lo-fis on? Am I tripping? No, I'm good. We're good. We're good. Groovy. Okay, Soul Blade. You mean Boo Boo Kai, says T Fishes. What about Prince of Persia or Fable? Shotgun formation, 2nd down and 7 with 13.5 left to go. Will Grier waiting for the snap. He takes it, he drops, he surveys, will wind up and throw underneath. Jadon Blue makes the catch out of the backfield. Blue goes forward, flags coming in. This will be a pickup of about 6 on 3rd down and 7. Let's find out what that flag is, though. Find out what the flag is. Spyro, nice name drop, Brandy. What was that, Gecko? Doreen Beals just subscribed. Thank you, Doreen. Cheers to you, Jeff Metterling. I never thought you guys have lots of interests that I've been into thanks to this beautiful... Is that good or is that bad? Dragon's Lair, for real, says Bob. Earthworm, bro, Earthworm Jim. The days we stayed up late at night playing Earthworm Jim and Ken Griffey Jr. Slugfest. 2nd down and 17 coming up, guys. It's going to be a penalty against the Dallas Cowboys. Looks like Jadon Blue was injured during the play there as well. Yikes. Jadon Blue, that looked like a tough hit, guys, and Jadon Blue is now down. We've got ourselves a 2nd down and 17. Jadon Blue is injured right now. Let's stop the clock with 13-17 left to go. That is big news, guys. All video game talk aside, Jadon Blue is down. Jadon Blue is down. Just for you guys who care about the actual game right here, I know the chat is firing off because of the video game conversation for sure. Yoshi's World, oh man. Bring up. Big love to Yoshi World. I kind of want to just grab the stack of Nintendo 64 games so we could talk about them. Did anyone say Zelda yet? Yeah, Father Time. Someone said Zelda early on. Someone said Blades of Steel as well. Italian Santa Claus. Christina loves Halo. That's true. She's always talked about Halo. I never was a Halo fan. I loved Call of Duty. I really liked Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor used to do it differently, though. I remember, do y'all remember when they used to make games split-screen cooperative play? That was my favorite part about it, because when you grow up with a brother, otherwise you need 2 Nintendo systems or 2 game systems to be able to play cooperatively these days because everything's online. Nicholas Solis saying, Army Men, Sarge's Heroes, bro. Nicholas, that game was so sick. I remember, Christina, you remember with the little army guys I showed you, and they would go inside the refrigerator, and they were you're shooting from a jug of milk or whatever, and you work your way up to the freezer. Army Men, Sarge's Heroes was sick, dude. Army of 2 was really good. LeVar saying Tony Hawk skateboarding, all of them. Bubba Fat saying Def Jam. Devil May Cry is a classic. Skate or Die. I did like Skate. EA Skate 3 was definitely the one. Looks like Jadon Blue was able to get up and go to the sideline right now. Tron, Metroid, Borderlands, new expansion, new Fable, all in the next 6 months. Borderlands was sick. Borderlands, Christina and I have played that split-screen co-op as well. 2nd down and 7, guys. Here's the snap out of the backfield. Will Grier takes it on 2nd down and 17, excuse me. There's the pitch on 2nd down and 17 after the penalty. Holden makes the grab, a gain of 13, brings up a 3rd down and 4. Big gain right there for the Dallas Cowboys. 3rd down and 4 to the Dallas Cowboys 30-yard line. We're still shy of midfield, and the Dallas Cowboys are up by just a mere 11 points. This could go by quickly. This could go by quickly. Left 4 Dead, amazing. 3rd down and 4, 12.5 left to go in this football game. Shotgun. That's a false start against Holden. That's a clear false start against Holden. Come on, bro. Get your head out of your False start on the wide receiver. I saw that from here. That was a pretty obvious. He's straight up. He's standing there. He goes, like, bro, yeah, that's a false start. What are you doing? What are you doing? Final Fantasy VII, says McTube. Honestly, I would take Final Fantasy X over Final Fantasy VII. 3rd down and 8, 3rd down and 9. Jadon Blue has his helmet off right now. We've got an empty backfield. Will Grier waiting for the snap. He takes it. He drops. Will Grier will step up through the pocket. He will wind up and throw on the move. The pass is incomplete. It brings up a 4th down and 10. That stops the clock with 12-19. Another 4th down and 8. And the Dallas Cowboys will punt here. Dallas Cowboys going to have to punt. Maffa was the intended receiver there, so an incomplete pass. Aging myself, Contra. Okay. What about, like, the best game to play? Not video game, but, like, the best game to play as a kid is, like, in the street. We literally used to have stick wars. And, you know, just kids with big sticks running around hitting each other with sticks and playing swords. Hey, was that a fumble? It looks like it doesn't matter. It will be a recovery here for the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons have the football. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Falcons after this punt. So the Dallas Cowboys on 4th down and 8 will punt this one over to the Atlanta Falcons. There is no flag on the play. 1st and 10 coming up for Atlanta. Let's see what happens now. David asking, how did I become a Dallas Cowboys fan? Did I have a favorite player growing up? No, man. My parents are from the Dominican Republic. They did not watch American football. They didn't like American football. They thought it was pretty violent. My dad really liked baseball. We watched a lot of baseball growing up. I'm going to try to answer your question as honestly as possible there, David. So we watched a lot of baseball growing up, but I never really loved baseball. I really did like soccer. There were a couple of sports that I enjoyed. I was more into theater, man. Like, that was always, like, my speed. Something about having, like, a lead role in a show or something like that. Just, I don't know. It just seemed like less painful than getting hit by a linebacker. So I decided to go that route with it, but I never played football in high school or anything like that. Like, I wasn't a huge football fan. It was fantasy football that did it for me. Before anything else, guys, the reason that I even got into football in general was because of fantasy football. I fell in love with it almost immediately. It was week 1. I remember my very first draft, bro. My very first draft, fantasy football draft, I looked at one of the guys and I said, but mind you, I'm 21 years old at the time. I said, bro, what's a tight end? 21 years old. That was 14 years ago. Not even kidding, dude. And so I fell in love with fantasy football. I started following the stats super close, man, and I became an instant stat head. I knew that I could talk. I was on the morning announcements. That was kind of one of the things that I used to do. But I was a total stat head, and I fell in love with the actual numerical things inside of football. And then I started thinking that I wanted to do this kind of thing because I watched Tom Grassi, I watched Chat Sports, I watched a bunch of the other people who were out there, and I thought to myself, you know, I can probably do the same thing too, man. I think I could do it a little better, actually, because I know the stats, I know the players. I've done fantasy football for 10 years at that point, and I fell in love with it, bro. First, I was, 30 when I started doing this for the first time, but I knew that I have some serious imposter syndrome if I'm going to do this right now. Now, I'm a pretty big guy, guys. I'm on a good day, 6'1", 225. On most days, 6'1", 240, but that's a totally different conversation. Anyways, let's turn this off. A deep throw up the middle of the field. The catch made here, 18 yards by Nash. That will make it a first down once again, moving the sticks here again. Anyways, the last 3 years, ever since I started doing YouTube, I said, you know what? I cannot just be some guy who is out there and calling games and blah, blah, blah if I've never been on the football field. So I started officiating football. And so I started doing I was a down judge on my officiating crew just so that I can get a feel for the game. 1st and 10, a gain of 2 yards, and just so that I could shake the imposter syndrome, because I felt like it's not fair for me to come out here and start calling football games if I had no experience on the football field. So the past couple of years, I've been a back judge on my officiating crews. I've done line judge, I've done down judge, I've done field judge. I've even done the white hat in a couple of middle school games. But y'all know how big Texas football is, man. When you call these games, there's a lot of pressure out there. And so I fell in love with it because of that. 2nd down and 8, the Atlanta Falcons will wind up and throw into the hands of the Dallas Cowboys. This is going to be another interception. Easton Stick gives it to Barron, and Barron makes the grab. 1st down, Dallas Cowboys. A pick right there, and the Cowboys get the football back. It'll be a change of possession courtesy of Easton Stick. Stick gives the football back to the Dallas Cowboys. Looks right, feeds that one straight into the linebacker's hands. Great play right there. Rock and roll. Okay, guys. So it's over. I see y'all out there eye to eye saying it's over. Game over. Flip, flip. Wait saying you don't get drunk and jump on tables? I'm out, he says. How much without the chain, though? Neighbor said that it was because the Niners colors were the same as the Trinidad flag. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, guys. Dallas Cowboys get the interception here. Dallas Cowboys get the football. And it looks like we've got it now. Cowboys up 24-13 with 11 minutes left to go. Thank you, Aquastar. Cool Dallas defense, says Bob. Kurt Warner, when he played on the Rams, that was incredible. You know, I love the greatest show on turf. You know, that was so amazing and so inspiring and so incredible for what Kurt Warner had to do. All right, guys. So is Tom Brady the greatest quarterback of all time or nah? Okay, how about end this poll right here? Let's find out, guys. I have no idea how many people are watching right now. I have no idea how many people are watching right now, and that's okay. It's preseason. I wasn't expecting a whole lot, but who are you rooting for? We are looking to pick up 45 new subscribers before the end of this 4th quarter. Let's see if we can do it. Cowboys? What up, Rising Rhino? Welcome in right now, my friend. We got Cowboys or Falcons. Who are you rooting for? Shout out to Rising Rhino. It's preseason, bro. I know you're out there probably doing your live stream as well, dude, but you caught me at a good time. You checked into the chat at a great time. What up, Rhino? You caught me at a great time, Rhino. Appreciate you being here. He's saying Cowboys up top. What's up? What up? What's up? Anyways, okay, all right. Let's bring it back in, guys. You missed a great conversation on video games there, Rising Rhino. I know you're doing your own stuff. Look, Rhino show up in the right chat room, says Jeff Metterling. Cowboys fan for life, says Albert. 90+% right now. Cowboys is who they're cheering for. Let's effing go. Let's effing go, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10 coming up for the Dallas Cowboys after the interception. Great field position here for Will Grier. He will fake the handoff and scramble to the left-hand side. A flag coming in right here on this play. It'll probably be holding against the offense. That is definitely the call. It'll make it a 1st and 20 right now. Holding against the offense, 1st down and 20. That backs up the Dallas Cowboys to the 47-yard line. They go from the 37 to the 47. 1st and 20 coming up right now. We got squatted truck lover and country boy lover. Who loves the Cowboys? In all spelled out letters like that. King Boss, what's going on? David, what's going on? Yay, says Oscarito Aviles. Appreciate you guys. Lance Bauer saying it's preseason. I know. I get it. Stephanie Bannon, thank you for subscribing. 1st and 10. 10 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Let's start the clock once again. The Dallas Cowboys with the football at their own 47-yard line. This does put them behind midfield here. Will Grier, 1st and 20. with 10.5 left to go, will take the snap from the 47. He runs out of time, has to deliver this throw, and great defense there. Stops the clock with 10:25. A broken up pass right there by this defense of the Atlanta Falcons. 2nd down and 20. 2nd down and 20 coming up. Can the Dallas Cowboys score today? Rising Rhino saying just 1 today and 4 tomorrow. Rising Rhino, I got 2 tomorrow, bro. I got 2 games tomorrow. Shout out to our boy Peter Hahn. Cheers to you, Peter Hahn. Shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. Drops, winds up, throws. Catch made. Looks like a pickup of maybe 5 yards. 2nd down and 20 becomes 3rd down and 15. 3rd down. 5-yard pickup here. Football to the Atlanta Falcons. 48-yard line. Guys, when we get closer and closer to the football season, this stat board over here will matter a hell of a lot more. When we get closer and closer to the football season, this will matter a hell of a lot more. I'm going to have to start the clock here. We got a 3rd down and what looks like 16 yards on my TV screen. Will Grier takes the snap. The blitz coming in. Can Grier hold it off? He will wind up and throw a broken tackle here. Does he pick up the 1st down? He does. He picks up a 1st down. Dallas Cowboys. 1st down for the Dallas Cowboys. They needed 16. They picked up 17, but there's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this one is. Flag on the play. Illegal contact. The penalty is declined. Illegal contact on the Atlanta Falcons. The Dallas Cowboys will pick up the 1st down. It was a 3rd down and 16. They picked up 17 off the arm of Will Grier. A connection with Fairweather. That is good enough to get them to the Atlanta 32, and that is good enough for a Dallas Cowboys. 1st down. 1st down, Dallas. Let's move the sticks. Let's start the clock and get this game on the road. Dallas Cowboys with 9.5 left to go. There's the snap. Will Grier steps up through the pocket, shoots to the end zone. Incomplete pass. Stops the clock there. Intended receiver number 6. The pass incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Joker, hi guy, what's up? He's saying we still talking. Greatest game of all time? What you know about Life is Strange 2. Life is Strange 2, never played that one, joking. Joker high guy. My dad claims Metal Gear Solid is number 1. Metal Gear Solid 1 is the greatest game of all time. Have you watched the show Metal Gear? Joker high guy, thanks for the comment, bro. Fist bumps to you. I appreciate you checking into the chat and stirring some stuff up right now. They're going to call a foul right here, guys. Looks like there was a penalty on this play that popped up late. It looks like it's Will Grier in pain right here, and he comes out to the sideline. There's a flag here for roughing the passer. So Will Grier, all we have is Joe Milton, and Will Grier is at the sideline right now, squatting down. Looks like he is shook for sure. So the Falcons roughing the passer. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Dallas Cowboys after that play. 1st and 10 coming up for the Dallas Cowboys, roughing the passer from the Atlanta Falcons 17-yard line. Will Grier, we're already thin at quarterback. The Dallas Cowboys cannot afford to lose a quarterback right now. But the Cowboys have the football. Looks like Grier is going to tough this one out. A 1st and 10 coming up with 9:24. Waiting for the snap. The Dallas Cowboys have the football here. Grier takes it. He drops back, hands it off. Is that Maffa? Maffa up the gut. Maffa inside the 10, inside the 5. Goes down just shy of the end zone, down at the 2-yard line. Another 1st down, Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys pick up another fresh new set of downs. This time it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal for the boys in blue. Let's see what happens now. Here's a flag that comes in late. Maffa tries to run in right here, picks up a yard. Let's find out what the flag is. Stopping the clock with 8:56. Vamos a ver what this flag is right here. Good game, Atlanta. Dallas, it's time to finish him. Did no one say Mortal Kombat? Illegal formation, offense. That'll be a backup of 5 yards. Replay first down. That makes it a first and goal from the 7-yard line. It was a first and goal from the 2. This changes things a little bit here. Here we go, guys. So, can the Dallas Cowboys matter? Mortal Kombat 3 on Sega. I don't think anyone brought up Super Smash Bros. Either. The clock is ticking. Clock is back on. Here's the snap out of the shotgun on first and goal. A shot to the end zone. Goes up. No flag on the play. This will bring up a second down. A flag does come up on the play. This should be a pass interference. The flag comes in super late. One of the officials, like, clearly blind. It happened right in front of his face. So here's the flag on the Falcons. It is going to be a pass interference. And it was in the end zone, so the Dallas Cowboys will get the football at the 1-yard line, guys. Repeat first down again. This is their 4th. That line judge was right next to him, bro. Are you kidding me? Good job by the back judge. The back judge there to call that play. That line judge was blind, bro. Absolutely blind. Great job right there. First and goal coming up with 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. I'm going to have to add another minute here on my clock. Here's the snap. There's a handoff. There's the run. It looks like it's Maffa. He is in. No, they're going to call it short. Second and goal now. Clock is still ticking. I'm about to go out there and slap whoever this line judge is. Let's watch this play one more time. The quarterback sneak for Will Grier. He churns his legs. He was definitely down short. Will Grier was the ball carrier. Good call there this time. Here we go. It's second and goal from the Atlanta 12 blades of grass line. Let's see if they can punch this one in. We got 8 minutes left to go in this one. Will Grier in the shotgun. Maffa standing to his left. Maffa gets the carry. Maffa tries to punch it in. He is pushed in. Do they call this a touchdown? They will. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. He is in, baby. Dallas Cowboys get the touchdown here. Put 6 points on the board, and it looks like this goose might be just about cooked right now. 30 after the touchdown, 30-13. You know, they're still not out of it, man. It's a 15-point game here. What is my math here? 17 and 18-point game would make it a 3-possession game. A 17-point game still makes it a 3-possession game. If the score was 14-30, that'd be a little different, or even 16. Oh, wait a minute. Does this make it a 16? What is my math? There's the kick. The kick is up. Yeah, no, this is an 18-point game. This is definitely a 3-possession game. Okay, 31 points. Dallas Cowboys get the extra point attempt to go up. 7:53 left to go. And this game is just about done. I think the Falcons might be cooked. Appreciate you, Cowboys fans, checking in for tonight. Rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. Hell right. It's been a good day. Appreciate you, Cowboys fans. Appreciate you, too, Falcons fans. Oscarito saying, yes, for me, it was Genesis, Joe Montana, Sports Talk, football, or Sony Game Day. The day I saw those games, I fell in love. Falcon meat, rather gamey, but I'll stick to our ribs. But it'll stick to our ribs, says MuckTube University. You are a great ambassador, says Gary Streen. Cheers to you, my friend. Pack up the bags and get on the bus. It's time to go home. Here comes the kickoff. Dallas Cowboys to send this over to the Atlanta Falcons. Let's see what they do on this one. That last drive, guys, was 6 plays, 43 yards, and 3 minutes of possession. Maffa capped that one off on a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the kickoff. This one is a return to the 10, the 20, the 30, the 35. Down at about the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Atlanta Falcons. First and 10 for the Atlanta Falcons with 7:46 left to go. We're going to get a quick change of people here. Looks like the red zone music is over. Let's go ahead and go back to our lo-fi. Mission Impossible on the PS1. I'm trying to think of the best PlayStation 1 games. Crash Bandicoot was probably the best. There's a couple of games that were. Did anybody ever play Condemned? Condemned was so scary, bro. First and 10, this time from the 38-yard line. Easton Stick gonna air this one out. A deep shot downfield. The tip drill. The Cowboys get it back. Let's go, baby. And breaking a tackle, stays on his feet down at the 30. The Dallas Cowboys on the opening play. This is going to be an interception, and the Dallas Cowboys get the football back right away. Let's go. That's how you separate yourself, bro. That's how you separate yourself. That's huge. That was Ben DiNucci on the play here. Ben DiNucci on the play, who was with the UFL last year, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure DiNucci was with the UFL last year. Opening play is an interception to the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys get the football back with 7:46. First and 10, Dallas Cowboys at the 30-yard line. Let's go. The Italian Santa Claus saying, forget about it. Forget about it. Cowboys playing defense. Cowboys playing defensive pain really good. Let's go Dallas Cowboys. First and 10 for the Dallas Cowboys. Will Grier will fake the handoff, winds up and throws. A catch for about a gain of 5 here. The official going back to break up. Are we going to get a tussle? Maybe a little bit. Let's start the clock here. 7:17 left to go. Cowboys up right now. The clock will continue to tick. Dang, they came to play, says Brandy. See, well, this is what I needed. Puro pinche Cowboys, says William Smith. Ya tú sabes, mi amigo. ¿Cómo que estos vaqueros van a jugar como están jugando? Tú estás loco. Puro pinche Cowboys, hermano. O sea, como no. Second down and 5 right here after a 5-yard pickup for the Dallas Cowboys. Grier connects with Kelly for 5 yards. Here's the snap. A flag comes in. This will be a handoff to the running back, and there will probably be a repeat of second down. Let's find out what this flag is. It will be an illegal formation. Let's stop the clock with 6:48 left to go. Just came back 13-31. Hell yeah. Hell right, Cowboys. 13-31. Hey, this is a familiar score line for the Dallas Cowboys. Isn't this what we lost last time? We lost 13-31 to the Baltimore Ravens in the last game, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. Good stat line here. Let's find out what this flag is. We're still waiting for the call. It's going to be illegal formation against the Dallas Cowboys, so repeat this. It should bring up a second down and 9. Repeat second down, 2nd and 9 with 6:35 left to go. Let's get the clock ticking once again. Here we go. 2nd down and 9. Dallas Cowboys at their own 31. Will Grier waiting for the snap. He takes it. He drops. He surveys. He's in trouble. He drops the football, lays down on top of it. This will bring up a 3rd down and 18. A loss of 9 right there. Strip sack fumble recovered by the Dallas Cowboys. Looks like a 3rd down and 17. 3rd down and 17. But the Dallas Cowboys, with 6 minutes left to go, they should be in control of this game. Dallas Cowboys are in control of this game. Jerry Jones being focused on by the camera crew right now. Just sitting here like this, like Dr. Evil. Here we go, 3rd down and 17. Close call, says Aquastar. 3rd down and 17, shotgun formation, 22-yard line for the Dallas Cowboys, and the Falcons showing blitz. Here's the snap and a handoff. Looks like Maffa. No, who is that? Is that Davis? Davis gets the carry, picks up 2 yards, maybe just 1 yard. 4th down and 16. Dallas Cowboys punt team will come out here. It's a comfortable margin, says Eye to Eye. I agree. A 3-possession game. Dallas Cowboys are in the driver's seat right now. Okay, guys, let's ask the quick question here. Have y'all done your pick'ems yet? Have you played your pick'ems yet? Yes or no? If you have not played your pick'ems, guys, you got to give that a shot. You got to give that a Schottenheimer. 4 minutes and 45 seconds, 4th down and 16. Here we go, waiting for the punt from the Dallas Cowboys. There is the kick. This one goes back, and we get a return. The 25 cuts back. Ooh, gets dropped right there. And this will bring up, stops the clock with 4:30 on it. 1st and 10 for the Atlanta Falcons from their own, looks like 25-yard line here, 26-yard line. Mark McKay saying, yes. What is pick'ems? Pick-ems. Pick-thems. I'll just show you real quick. Let's just show you the pick'ems real quick. Okay. Sorry about that. Scroll over just a hair here. All right, man. All you got to do is pick who's going to win. Is it going to be Chiefs or Chargers? This is all for week 1. Is it going to be Dolphins or Colts? Right? Who will win in these weeks? I've got pick'ems for y'all. If you've never done it, it's a $100 payout. Here's a snap and a handoff. The Atlanta Falcons going a big run. The 40, the 50, the 40, down at the 35. Man, that's what I get for stepping away from the screen here. What a stupid move. Let's go ahead and go back. Turn this off. No touchdown here. A big gain, 1st and 10, brought back up right now, guys. Getting off on a tangent here. Someone asked me what was pick'ems. I should have just stuck to the game and gone to the commercial break. When it's time for commercial breaks, I will explain it one more time. 4 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in this football game. The Atlanta Falcons at the 33-yard line, a single back formation. Here's the snap, and DiNucci will hand this one off. This looks like it'll be a loss of a yard, maybe no gain. 2nd down and 10 coming up. The clock will continue to tick with 4:12 on it. 2nd down and 10, the football to the Dallas 33. Here we go. Thank you, Peter Hahn. He's saying it's only $100. It's free to play. You win $100. Every week, $1,700 gifted. 2nd down and 10. Shotgun formation, guys. We got 2 receivers on the left-hand side, 1 on the right-hand side. 3 minutes and 40 seconds. There's the snap. There's the handoff. This is a run right up the middle, down at the 20, and this should take us to the red zone right here. That's good for a 1st down on 2nd and 10. 1st down for the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons get a fresh new set of downs right here. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Peter, $100 is a lot of pizza. It sure is. Anyways, guys, if you're curious about the pick'ems, y'all can click on this. This is my website. It will give you all the information if you guys want to check it out. 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Here's the snap and a handoff. The Atlanta Falcons are inside the red zone. The clock is going to continue ticking here. This brings up a 2nd down and 5 after a 5-yard gain from the running back. This time it was Dotson for a pickup of 5. Eye to Eye saying, I don't gamble, but I'm good with the numbers. Eye to Eye, there's no gambling involved with this pick'ems. It is free. It's free. Literally 100% free. All you got to do is put in your email address so that I can reach out to you if you win. And I'm giving away $100 every single week if you can guess who wins all the games. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. This time, the running back picks up about 10 yards and then some down inside the 5-yard line. Dotson with another monster carry. Good for a 1st down. 1st and goal coming up here. This takes us to the 2-minute warning. Hansen is down. 2-minute warning. Hansen is down. It's going to be a 1st and goal this time from about the 4-yard line of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to look into it, says Eye to Eye. I got you, bro. Just click the link, dude. It's absolutely free. I'm giving out $100 every single week, dude. Every single week, bro. I said booed because I was going to say dude and bro, but it happens. Aquastar saying, yeah, they might score. It's basically a tank of gas for me. I would love a free fill-up, says Peter Hahn. Who's Phillip? Just kidding. Do you drive a truck, dude? You must drive a truck, Peter. Let's see. Looks like 52% of you guys have done the weekly pick'ems. Looks like we got about 15 people who have not done them yet. So, guys, gals, there it is. One more time, I'll drop it in the chat. One more time for pick'ems. Y'all can check out my website. I've got a few new posts. I'm posting every single day now, guys, on the website, so that y'all can be up to date and make your pick'ems accurately. And then once a week, we will be doing a members-only live stream where I go live for the channel members, those of you guys who are looking to get that extra $100 advantage weekly. Now, we have had multiple people get them right, so it happens. Let's see. At Football Nation saying, if I win, can I start a Sammy College fund with the $100? You sure could. You sure could. We've got the Sammy College Fund already started for sure. But if you want to start one, a second one, we'll take it. Probably has a Dodge Ram pickup, says Eye to Eye. Your Cowboys did great tonight. Happy for you. My Chiefs are doing great so far as well. Thank you, Rhonda, for bringing us back into that. Let's go ahead and refresh this so I can get some new information for you guys. A look across the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. The Dallas Cowboys are up 31-13. The Kansas City Chiefs are up 27-16 against the Chicago Bears. Looks like the Philadelphia Eagles beat the New York Jets 19-17, and the Minnesota Vikings fell 13-23 to the Tennessee Titans. Just going to go ahead and put it out there right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are live coming at you guys from San Antonio, Texas. Let's go ahead and bring this up. We've got just a few minutes left to go. We are at the 2-minute warning, and the Atlanta Falcons trail by 3 touchdowns. Dallas Cowboys in winning position right here. It would take a major implosion. I will, however, say that the Atlanta Falcons, first and goal, we're probably going to see an onside kick here at some point. Not going to sleep yet. It was Quade Pearson at David Paco. Quade, if you took off already, appreciate you being here. First and goal, 2-minute warning. From the 4-yard line, let's see what the Atlanta Falcons can do, brother. I tip my hat to the Cowboys. Nice win. Cheers to you. Living like Larry. Appreciate you, Larry. First and goal. 2 minutes. Here we go, guys. We got one more day of football, and then we've got a break, and then we get an actual Sunday. Actual Thursday. First and goal from the 4-yard line with 2 minutes left to go. Here is the snap. Here is the handoff. This time, a gain of a yard or 2 makes it a second and goal. The clock starts. The clock is ticking. Second down coming up here. Guys, thank y'all so much for subscribing to this channel. Thank y'all so much for being a part of it. We got close to our goal. 37.1 was the goal, but we will slowly continue heading in the right direction. We will slowly continue heading in the right direction. Second and goal, guys. They're trying to point to a false start. 1:20 left to go. A wind-up and a throw on a corner route. This time, it's not going to be caught. No flag on the play. 1:17 brings up a third down. Great stop by Rochelle. 1:17 left to go. It does stop the clock. As Howard Jones would say, things can only get better, says Mr. Green. I am sure hoping so. I am sure hoping so. I want so bad to get to 100,000 subscribers this season. I want so bad to get to 100,000 subscribers this season. Let's see if we can do it. Third and goal. Here is the snap, the handoff to the back, diving to the end zone. Does not quite get there. Looks like he's short a yard. That does stay in bounds, and it'll bring up a 4th down and goal. The clock is still ticking. 4th and 1. It was a diving play right here for Dotson. Dotson tries to go over everybody, and he successfully got over, but he got stuffed a yard short on the fly. What a try, says Aquastar. Okay, guys. 4th and goal. The clock is still ticking. This should be the final play of the game. Let's see if they can get this one in, and a stuff right there. They're going to call this a 4th down. 35 seconds left to go. The official signaling to stop the clock with 30 seconds left to go. 32 seconds left to go. It's a turnover on downs on 4th and goal. And the Dallas Cowboys with 32 seconds left to go, they will not be able to kneel. They're going to have to throw the football or something here because they can't kneel it in the end zone. So 32 seconds left to go. Jason Rich just subscribed. Thank you, Jason Rich. I just did my pick, says LeVar Kelly. Rock and roll, LeVar. Let's go. I see you out there. I said might score. They did not succeed, says Aquastar. I'll spread the word for you, posting on Facebook. Guys, spread that link everywhere. Put this link everywhere. I'm giving out $100. Absolutely free to someone who can get them all right. The rules are all listed out there. 1st and goal, 32 seconds left to go. It's over, baby. Cowboys win, says Jacob. Well, here we go. I got 32 seconds. 1st and 10 now. Not a and goal situation anymore. 1st and 10. Dallas Cowboys with the football. They're not going to be able to kneel here. I mean, he kneels forward. He will kneel forward. And this will take us to the end of the game. All right, guys, the game is over. LaShawn Korb saying, I just did my picks. Rock and roll, LaShawn. Congratulations, Cowboys fans. Congratulations to you, too, to all the Kansas City Chiefs fans getting their first preseason win. Dallas Cowboys going to finish the preseason 1-2, excuse me. And so that is the final score of this game, guys. Final score will be 31-13, Dallas Cowboys with the win. That's all I got for y'all. That is the final score of the game. Thank y'all so much for watching Football Nation. Y'all, my name is Mario. You're watching Football Nation. We're going to have 2 more games tomorrow. So if you're a Texans fan, I will be live for the Texans and the Lions to start the day at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, I will be covering the Buffalo Bills versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be it, guys. That's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Great. Good night, chat, says T-Fishes. Guys, I will see y'all mañana for 2 more. Until next time, you've been watching Football Nation. My name is Mario Manuel, and as always, you can see it right here. Let's effing go. Peace out, guys. Y'all take care.